welcome. Thank you for joining us. Wherever you may be, however you may be reaching us, this is a series I like to call Involuntary Interns. It features some very first-time Dungeons and Dragons players, along with a couple of veterans to help them out. It's actually a family game to introduce my two children to D&D, as well as just get the family back together playing. I'm going to introduce the players. To my left here is my sister Jen. She has been a veteran of many a campaign through many a year. Her husband in the back is Mike. So they actually met through role-playing. And then we have various brood, our spawn. We have, coming up first, Wesley.
Hello!
So, he's my son. First time playing D&D. We did one quick little intro game, just kind of going over some basics. We created characters for them.
Yep.
But this will be our session 0. Next is Renee. Go ahead and wave, Renee.
Hello, fellow humanoids.
Hello. He's fine. He's going to be excited, I understand.
I'm just excited.
Wesley loves the idea of streaming games. It's just his favorite thing. So, Wesley, Renee, finally, my daughter, Emily, again, first-time player. She played with Wesley on that kind of intro game where they found some goblins and dealt with them.
I killed it and ate a crab.
And they ate some crabs.
Emily killed a crab because
crab.
killing a crab is more valuable than Wesley's life, apparently.
Wesley did end up face first in a dirt path with a bunch of arrows in his back. But he got up, he's strong, did fantastic things.
Well, he was revived.
So we are playing in this campaign in the setting or using the books or kind of the ideas involved with Acquisitions Incorporated. It's a series I've been watching since, I don't know, for at least a decade, since the beginning podcasts. Huge fan of Penny Arcade, huge fan of the things they're doing, Chris Perkins. I also enjoy the work of other DMs like Matt Mercer and that sort of thing. You'll see some of my things that I do is going to be pulled from them. We're going to change things. Very fast-paced, loose type of a game typically. The Acquisitions Incorporated allows my children, who are beautiful angels, to be utterly ruthless maniacs and not be breaking character. So, I don't know why I think that's important. Maybe I know my kids. So.
Yeah, you definitely know me. You definitely.
So I had talked a little bit, but we never really figured out. We know that Emily's character and Renee's character know each other. So you guys actually know each other, fast friends, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be involved in basically going into Acquisitions Incorporated to inquire about an internship.
Okay.
So,
keep it on the table, Wesley.
So we know they would be together. Is there anyone else that might be together with any other folks? Okay, so all of our backgrounds are disparate except for them. Okay.
I think so.
So you two, we know from them talking that Wesley and Emily's character have seen each other around town a bit, but maybe aren't.
They're
don't know each
acquaintances,
other very
but
well.
they aren't friends.
And we happen to know that Wesley and Renee's character are in the same line of work, so they may know each other either professional courtesy, professional jealousy. I don't know. We'll
I've probably fed all the kids.
So, now a couple things, you do know, let me actually bring up my laptop now. I actually have to go into DM mode. Weird. We are not muted. We started this stream, or this recording muted, because there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull this off and bring this here.
Mine.
So, we are playing on the virtual tabletop Roll20. I'm sure many people recognize it. A lot of it is theater of the mind, but sometimes I like to break things down, especially easier with new players, to have a map to visualize things. It gives you a bit more structure. At this point, a lot of the people when they're new don't even know what's possible in the realm of their characters can do. You start to kind of gather that as you grow as a player.
I like how we're all circles and Wesley's just standing there.
Wesley's, yeah, you're all circles and Wesley's like a dragon. He's like, yeah. What about it? So,
Wesley's
Yeah, I want to be in a
pulling up the
circle.
game.
Wesley's just special.
Pulling up the game on my laptop here real quick. Alright, I need you to go into that top right corner, please. Where that gear is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click rejoin as player, because we're no longer creating characters. So, and I don't need y'all to have access to the player.
It's close, isn't it?
What child clicked it?
Okay.
Did I click it again?
No, yeah. Let it do its thing. Roll 20's running a little bit slow tonight, it seems. Or...
Full screen?
Huh? No.
Okay.
No. It's set up so that
Chat.
Twitch chat is there. Just for you guys to see. Twitch chat has its own.
Stop.
So our players will be thinking a little bit about what brings them here. Again, we take the supposition that we are looking to get into the intern program. The illustrious intern program for Acquisitions Incorporated, the name whose branding has spread far and wide through multi-dimensions and planar realms.
I don't need it, but if that's what the kids want.
The Ravagers of Ravnica. The Champions of Chult. Acquisitions Incorporated. Head up by the CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated, Omendron. And then his second in command, Jim Dark Magic, wizard of much renown from the New Hampshire Dark Magics. So, this is what you guys are looking to do with your life, amongst all the things that you love. To start this journey, you have gone to Waterdeep, or maybe you're already there. So, some of you know the city pretty well, some of you are fairly new visitors. But we do actually have a handout of the map of Waterdeep. Emily, if you want to head on over to the second icon in is your journal. That journal will allow you to look at things I've handed you. It will have your characters, as well as if you look at the Waterdeep map. So you basically, there's a general knowledge that everyone has. It gives you a layout of the city, so if you need to know where something is, it's not some crazy mystery. It's a big city, lots of commerce. You know the basics of it, at least someone you do knows. Now there's lots of secrets inside of there. So, and you can always, if you want, in the center of that picture, Emily, hit yeah.
Well, the City of the Dead is a big graveyard.
It's a big graveyard, yeah, it's a cemetery.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a hidden City of the Dead that's like nobody knew about. You're like, no, it's where Aunt.
No, I was just confused
So
about
just click anywhere
purpose.
off of the map, and it'll go away, and then you can exit it. So, and as I was telling them, if you need to look up something that you don't remember, you can press the I. So like Renee, go ahead and search. Search for Vicious. V-I-C... Probably S-O-U-S? Yeah, you're probably going to need more than that. Although it's going to be down here. Okay, just search for Mockery. We're looking for Renee's.
M-O-C-K.
C-K.
This is mockery.
There you go. There you go. So you can click on that. The Vicious Mockery there.
I just
and then
can't
it'll
see
bring up the
because of
spell.
your-
I know.
Yeah.
You may want to swap with like Wesley or something if you're going to be doing
Yeah.
that. We'll work that out for next time. It's fine. I'm not going to refer to this too much more. I'm just showing you guys some basic UI elements. You guys already figured out how to move people. You're playing around the system. Because you're in the player thing, you can click on pretty much any button and you won't see something you're not supposed to. Okay? So, we know we'll be okay there. So, as you had this goal of joining in with the Company of Acquisitions Inc., you've been doing some research. You found that, in general, they're pretty awful people to their interns. Lots of abuse, but you're pretty sure that's just all...
It's overblown heresy.
yeah.
Rumors.
Really.
Oh
No one could
my!
be that mean to interns.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to practice for decades. Just being mean to interns and henchmen and under employees and all that. So, no one has that kind of time. So you guys find yourself, we're going to start with the two young ladies here. We have two adventurers. Go ahead and Renee and start with kind of a little description of who you are, what you're about, what someone looking at you from the outside would see.
I am Professor Quinnen. I am a high elf. I have a flute and a lute.
So obviously some talent.
And she's known to loot and scoot.
What do you look like? Are you tall? Skinny? Are you, no, you don't have to look at your sheet. Just tell me in your head.
What do you imagine your character
Yeah.
look like?
Just pretend you're looking at your character. What does she look like? Or he?
Tall and skinny.
Tall and skinny? Okay.
Yes.
We know that... did you say what race you were?
I am a high elf.
Now, as a high elf, do you hide your features? Do you proudly show them? Are you flaunting your ears and your magnificent hair?
Yes.
So, okay.
If you got it, flaunt it.
What type of clothing are you wearing? Dress? Simple dress? A
Sure.
rugged brief pants with a tough leather jacket?
Pants on the top.
Okay. Any colors?
Ooh,
You can think about it too. Go ahead, just think about what your character looks like. We'll come back as we, and you will develop this over time. It's fine not to know all the answers right away. So, it's okay. So, your name is
Professor Quinnen.
Pressure Quinnen. Pressure. Do you go by Pressure to your friends? What would she call you?
Professor.
Pressure? Okay.
Yes.
So, we have another young lady here. Go ahead and describe what people would see looking at your character from the outside.
I'm Nora. I have like blue hair, and most of my hair covers my ear, but you can still see a little tippy top of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a wood elf. I'm not the tallest that you can find, and I am pretty skinny. What I'm wearing is like leather. It's leather armor, but I dyed it purple.
Purple dyed armor.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you wearing a cloak or anything? Do you have
Yeah, I have a little cloak that goes over it.
Okay. Hooded?
Hooded, but not wearing the hood.
Hooded but not what?
Wearing the hood.
Oh, so the hood's down but it has a hood.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. So you two jump on in, decide today's the day. Today's the day you are going to partner up and join the intern program for Acquisitions Inc. Start your journey into wealth, fame, glory, goodness. Sometimes they do good. Most of the time they try. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's a bit ambiguous. You know, good is relative, depending on whose point of view. So you enter into a fabulous, the headquarters of Acquisitions Inc. It's quite opulent. It's quite fancy. You've even heard that Omendron might even be one of the lords of the Waterdeep. So, and that might be just fantastic for the city to have that type of ally, calling the shots, making the rules. So, as you come in, you see a young lady behind a desk, a little kind of halfling figure, who, as you enter, says, "Well, what do you want?"
Mike Wazowski.
It does sound like a lady.
So, is a little halfling female, hair done up in little circles. I don't know what they call that.
Like a hive?
Yeah, kind of like that. Glasses. So, you know what I'm going for.
Mike.
So she asks you, "What do you want?"
Job.
Oh, you're here for the job.
Intern.
The job. No, not the intern job. Okay, come on this way. Come on. Come with me.
We follow. I follow. Do you follow?
I just walked the...
You guys going together?
Yes.
Alright. So you are led through almost a labyrinth of various hallways, and you're pretty sure you went back even the same way you came from, but it's a different place,
What
a
do the
different hallway.
walls look like? What color are they?
So most of the hallways are a deep, rich wood paneling from the kind of the chair rail high up, and then there's stone underneath, And then everything is this super thick and rich red carpet with gold inlaid down the sides, just a couple inches from the wall.
Cool.
So, very nice. Eventually, you are shown into an elegant conference room. Do you know what a conference room is? Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's just like you imagine. A magical screen on the wall, showing all the greatest PowerPoints and Excels you can imagine. No curtains, no walls, or no windows. Giant table, extravagant table in the center. Chairs all the way around. Food and drink, fantastic spread before you. And she says, please, wait here, and Omendron will come to meet you shortly.
What's the food?
The food? Cheese.
This food? Oh.
Cheese.
It's poison!
Crab spread. Wine.
Cheese.
Juice.
Cheese.
Hard bread.
Hard bread.
Press
Crackers.
the water.
And I
Pepperonis.
have some cheese.
Pepperonis.
So you want to, so you're gonna go by the table, start grabbing a little plate, a little napkin,
Just some cheese.
just some cheese. Just cheese. Just grab a handful of cheese.
Yes.
Alright.
Grab a handful of cheese and this.
Snack on them to run back to the pressure.
So you've got a little handful of those little cheese cubes.
I'm going to steal some of her cheese cubes.
Just go get your own. My cheese cubes.
I'm going to get a civil amount of cheese cubes that
Civil.
isn't a handful, like not an uncivilized person.
Whilst the cheese debate is happening, the door opens.
Exactly how many pieces would be an uncivil amount of cheese?
Because I want one less than that. Is it possible to do a half a cheese and still be civil? I do half a less than civil. So, as you're going through the great cheese debate, the door opens again. A familiar secretary pokes her head in and says, "This guy's with you," and ushers Wesley into the room and closes the door. Wesley, go ahead and describe yourself.
Hi, I am a Dragonborn, and my class is a Paladin. My race is... Okay, I already said my race.
It's okay.
My
What
back...
color Dragonborn?
A gold Dragonborn. My background was an entertainer, and how I entertain was a storyteller. My alignment is lawfully good.
So, alright, cool. What do people see when they see you, though?
They see about... I forgot how tall I was.
It's okay. You don't have to be specific. You can say
About-
huge, giant, towers over the room. Way bigger than these elf people.
They see about a medium size gold dragonborn.
Okay, so medium size, which is big for normal people. For Dragonborn, kind of normal. So you're only almost 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
So, are you really muscular? Are you kind of chunky, overweight? Are you male or female Dragonborn?
I am a male dragonborn.
Okay, so you have male features. Is there any type of clothing you're wearing or equipment that you're wearing that people would see?
I am wearing it says chainmail. I think it's
Chainmail?
yeah. It's,
So you have chainmail? Okay, so you
Yeah.
do have armor. You don't have to,
yeah.
again, you don't need
Very
specifics.
bulky armor.
Big metal armor. Big,
Yeah.
you don't hit me armor.
Yeah.
Because you'd hurt your fist from all the metal. It's that much metal.
I've seen it
It's
so
great.
many times I can.
Do you have a weapon?
I have daggers and a long sword.
You've got a big long sword. Do you have a shield?
I also have a shield.
Where's your shield go when you're not using it?
It goes in my
Where do you want it to go?
Where do you want to go, Wesley?
I'll put it in my bag.
Your bag? Okay.
Yeah.
Where's your bag? Pretty big bag.
It's okay. Just
I'm kidding.
you're fine.
You're fine.
So gold dragon, chainmail,
Yeah.
long sword, shield. obviously a dude who likes to get in the middle of it, take a beating.
Yeah.
Now, you said you're a paladin, so it must be pretty apparent that you have some sort of faith in a deity. Do you remember the name of the deity that we talked about? No? It's okay. We had talked about the god of, I think god or goddess of entertainers.
Yeah, goddess. God. Or...
I don't remember.
Yeah,
Do you
god.
remember, Mike? Is
It's a
Malil?
god.
I thought it was because we were no, it was Malil because you were thinking it was Malal,
Yeah.
which is a completely different
I'll
band.
tell you, what the game?
Malil, yes.
Malil. They have very similar names. So Malil's symbol is a harp made out of leaves. So you're going to have in your something that generally, especially if someone knows you're a paladin, they're going to see that symbol typically. So you may.
It'll be around your neck, or usually around your neck, on your belt, or on your shield. Generally. But you want when people M-I-L-I-L.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out if it's a goddess or god.
Is a god.
God. So, god of
Music.
Poetry and song.
poetry and song.
It's
It's a little bit weird for a dragonborn.
5-string harp made
But-
of leaves is a symbol.
Works out pretty well. So, alrighty. So Wes, you enter into this room, this conference room. You're ushered in. You see two, you think they're elves, over there already. They seem to be talking about cheese.
You just walk in and
So-
see.
Is that black thing the
about
mic?
Cheese.
This white thing is the mic. That
Okay.
black thing is my web camera for
Okay.
my view, the picture
Alright.
of me. So this is a 360 mic.
You may want to
why
put
are
something
you
on the
talking about
table to dampen
cheese?
the dice roll.
I have
Okay, rock on.
I have an idea for a dice.
There's
roll.
also-
I may be making crafty things for
That'd be
dice
cool.
rolls.
Yeah, if you do little dice boxes, that'd be nice.
Out of craft foam, we already have the pattern to cut it out, which is cricket.
So that'd be a nice addition. But I have actually tested that, and I noise gated a lot of things out.
Okay, that's cool.
So anyways, cheese. Two elves, cheese. Dragonborn walks in. What do you guys do?
And he gives you the
Hello?
stink eye, apparently.
We just look at him. Then continue to talk about it. I agree with that. Boy, we're just going to ignore you.
You're just gonna
Keep
okay.
eating our
You just kind of look over. Cheese.
civilized
So you see this fabulous room, magic screen, big table, spread of food. What would you like to do there, Wesley, the Dragonborn?
Ooh, I would like to see what the food is because I'm quite hungry.
There's some very tasty rats on a stick. There is toad on a stick.
Wait a minute, how come they got cheese and bread and crab spread?
Well, they had options for rats on a stick too. It wasn't the first thing they noticed as elves.
Okay.
So if you
The
want some rat
crab
on a stick,
spread is quite lovely, I'm told.
Butter on a stick. You're not here.
butter on
I'm
a
not
stick.
here, you're right.
Just a stick of butter.
Fried butter.
Fried butter on a stick.
Oh,
Problems.
And
it
it's
would be
there.
melted.
Cheese in the
Yay!
Oh,
Then I'll
with
put it in
extra
the
cheese in it.
freezer.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Yes.
kill you.
What I'll do is
That's not gonna have.
I'll melt the butter, I'll pour into an ice cup, and then freeze it. There! It's
Rowan.
butter on a stick.
Yes.
You go through a similar ordeal and get popped into a room with may or may not be other miscreants.
2 elves and a dragonborn?
2 elves and a dragonborn. Fancy conference room spread. So, Rowan, tell these fine folks what you would appear to be.
I am Rowan Orwin Ash Stumbleduff Nipper. And no. And I am blonde, green eyes, and about table height. And in forest colors, but have hints of turquoise shot throughout.
So, to give you an idea, gnomes are, trying to think if there's any characters
They're
in
kind of...
modern fiction. They're about this high, 3 foot high. They're basically proportioned like regular people. They're quite skinny.
They're like, in Harry Potter, they're kin to house elves.
House elves with hair.
Yeah.
Like cuter house elves.
Or David the Gnome.
David the gnome, but they won't know that.
Yeah.
Kender, but that's also D&D.
Yeah.
Kender
That's
were...
something we gotta make our analogies relevant to children.
Who's Thunder?
Thunder is
a race.
If they were
creatures.
halflings,
Kind of like halflings.
Dragonlance.
yeah.
Oh!
I'll be right
So
back.
I
different
do have-
world.
Pointy
Go ahead.
ears.
Sorry.
You have pointy ears, okay?
Yes, and
Are you wearing a hat?
I am not wearing a hat,
No
and
hat?
my nose is
Are you
slightly
male or female,
larger than my
though?
face. I am female.
Female, no. Very small. Hair color?
Oat blonde.
Blonde.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. So you see a dragonborn possibly glaring at two elves while
No,
looking...
I'm on my phone.
I don't think he's on his phone.
I don't think phones were invented.
Yes. Renee?
Yes.
Dragonborn is
I
telling
know.
us all his story. His main story of how
Okay, so you're in the middle of a story.
he's the one who's telling us how he defeated the Great Goblin after his little teammate was eating crab.
Do you want to tell the story of the goblin and the crab?
No,
No? Do you want to tell any stories?
I want to tell a story.
Okay, go ahead. And what's your story about?
It's about.
Man named Brady.
Are you sure you shouldn't get the goblin and the crab story going?
Go with
Okay,
the
I'll
old,
do
go with
it.
the old faithfuls.
All right. How's it begin?
This man, had us in an elevator, man, Nora, but we didn't quite know each other, so we spread quite apart, and I lit a candle in there, but all of a sudden I saw Nora just feeling at the walls, and I didn't know what she was doing until I just realized what was happening.
What was happening? Very riveting.
The
Right, go ahead and roll a d20 and make a performance check. So add your performance to it.
22.
What was it, a natural 20?
It was an 18
18
and then my
plus four.
performance is 4.
22. So this is practically the performance of a lifetime. Out of nowhere, this Dragonborn starts this oration, does sound effects, almost like you don't even know how, but
Almost as if some visual thing starts showing up too.
like there's visual effects. There's little bouts of flame from his snout.
Like crabs, as you mentioned, crabs, candles, as you mentioned, things that I can pick up and
So you start
minor
popping in illusions of things that he's talking about. Go ahead and make that check with performance or with advantage. So make another performance check, and whichever one was higher.
Ooh, the first
one?
one was
Okay, let's
higher
do the
because
first
I
one.
got 8.
So,
18.
but you notice while your story's going off that behind you and kind of catch a glimpse around you of various things going on that match the story and kind of animate, what's happening. Your storytelling is so good that it's able to paint the picture for her to make the magic. It's quite the spectacle for just a random
Thank you.
encounter, but it is, to your guys' eyes, a very fine performance.
Spectacular.
It is spectacular. You do recognize talent when you see talent, regardless of what you might think about it.
Competition.
Game recognizes game.
competition.
Well, you guys have totally different skills. One's a magician, one's a storyteller. You guys can work together.
Competition.
And in stumbles an older gentleman.
Am I? No, man. I wouldn't
Are you
show
not?
up. I wouldn't show up for the job interview. They can find me afterwards. I'm not selling out to the man. I got everything I need right here.
Are you telling me
The
about
corgi?
these things?
Huh?
That's fine. I can pretty much get this.
I know all these guys because at some point I have fed them.
I just got to the city.
I'm not talking about
He's
you.
talking about the youngsters.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
that works.
I'm a youngster too, by the way. I'm not very old.
So one of the things that does kind of catch your eye or crosses your mind is that even though you have a lot of rumors you've heard about interns being roasted at the stake and that sort of thing, in general, people have been pretty nice while you were ushered through, and a couple other folks kind of
they send
hi.
you into the sewers, let
So.
you get chewed up by rats.
yeah. I mean,
I would just
all
burn
front.
them with my breath.
the rats.
I'll burn them with my breath. I'll use fire breath and then burn them.
And so yeah, even someone says that they think you might have the case of the Mondays. Somebody has the case of the Mondays.
Boo.
But she was just joking. There's something. So you guys have been in very briefly. You kind of exchange names, pleasantries. You see each other. You've helped with the storytelling. Do you partake in any of the snacks?
I'm hungry.
Is there some more basic fare?
Just crackers and hardtack. Kind of just crackers and water.
Or more like fruit and nuts?
Bread.
Fruit, breads. Yeah, there's fruits.
Yeah.
There's some really nice fruits.
Okay.
I mean,
I won't go with the exotic.
there's like
fruits.
pomegranate.
I'm not gonna go with
Like,
the
who puts
exotic.
pomegranate on a spread? But they
But,
did.
you know, I'm newly out of the forest, spent most of my life in the forest. I'm
Nuts
gonna
and
go
berries.
for more.
Is there
Yeah.
any mushrooms?
There is, in the corner, a bowl of nuts and berries that no one else has touched. And it seems like the last 5 intern groups that came through here over the months didn't touch them either. But they are there.
Ah,
Mmm.
Granny Holly Ash, Oaken Styles, trail mix.
Mmm, crunch. It's a little bit crunchy.
It's better that way.
So,
Then I walk
And as
over
you-
to Anton.
start to chew on it and crunch on it. The conference door opens, and an intense-looking half-elf in plate armor enters. He wears the holy symbol to Timora, the goddess of fortune, around his neck. You know, just from the rumors, that this in front of you is Omen Drawn. With no introduction, he starts speaking. Thank you for answering my call so quickly. When the earthquake struck the city 2 days ago, damage was limited. But a sinkhole opened a fissure beneath an abandoned warehouse in the dock ward. 2 city watch guards entered the fissure to investigate, but never came out. They're now feared dead. The city watch has asked me to take over the investigation, but my schedule is complicated at the moment. So I'm delegating that job to you. As an extremely experienced adventuring group, I have no doubt that you will handle this task.
Yeah.
Before you have a chance to respond, Omen takes a hefty bag of coins and pops it on the table. The pay is 500 gold dragons for the group, with a 20% commission for Acquisitions Incorporated, of course. You will go to the warehouse next to the Jolly's Lamp Emporium. Next to Jolly's Lamp Emporium. Commas are important, folks. By the docks. Tell the city guards stationed there that I sent you. Explore the fissure, learn the fate of the guards who went missing, and then come back to me with the signed City Watch papers confirming your completed work. Immediately after that, Omen turns and leaves the room, closing the door. What would you like to do?
I like to go there and earn my money.
We should talk this over.
Yeah, we should
I'm
create a
going
plan.
to. We don't actually know each other because we didn't actually
Did I
introduce
introduce
each other.
myself?
We know we did, and we did.
What was your name again?
Rowan, Orin, Ash, Dumbleduck, Nipper, Timber. But you just call me Rowan, Dumbleduck, Timber.
Yeah, you did introduce.
Really, all of that?
That's right.
But you did not introduce.
I'm not there yet.
Wesley, what's your name? Your name is Wesley. Congratulations, your name's now Goldie.
So my name is Rowan, Orwin, Ash,
Call
Dumbleduck,
me
Nipper,
Wes.
Table, Timber.
It's
Alright.
like little fire burning.
You are now christened Rowan,
Orwin,
Orwin,
Ash, Dumbleduck,
Dumbleduck,
Nipper,
Flipper,
Fnipper.
Nipper,
Yeah, my great aunt gave me that name. Table,
Table,
Timbers.
Timbers.
Yes.
I'm gonna call it table since you said
I'm
I'm as
just
tall
gonna-
as the table.
So you've
I'm
added
going
another
to call
nickname.
you
Table.
Floyd.
Shorty! No, let's call her table because she's as tall as the table.
Okay, table. This is Goldie.
Nah, don't call me that.
What do you want
Or
to call
else
me?
I...
Fire
breath.
Fire breath.
And
He's got that
one
hot
down
breath.
two. Got it.
Fireball. Table. Yeah.
Alright. Oh, you're picking out nicknames?
Yes.
Are you fish lips?
No.
What does that mean?
Why? Does she have fish lips?
No, it's just funny.
Okay.
Oh, Renee, guess what I'm going to
She's Pressure Fish Lips Quinn.
Renee. What?
No.
Emily. You're naughty. I'm going to call you naughty.
Okay, then Nora.
So,
Nori.
So-
Emily is
or not?
Nori.
What?
do we go or not?
No.
I think we should go.
I go. I take the risk of going.
And out of nowhere, a puff of smoke erupts. As the haze disperses, a handsome figure steps forward. You know him by reputation as Jim Dark Magic, the second command. He seems to be wearing a set of sunglasses. He goes, "Psst, you don't know me." You're right, I don't. You seem a little flustered.
It's my first time away from home. This place is big.
Omen just offered you work.
I know.
He thinks you're someone else.
What does he think?
I gave him all 6 of my names. How could he not think I was somebody else? Is there another Rowan or an Ash stumbled up Nipper Table Timbers here?
Omen's not always one for names.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
He's very busy. He's also a little bit tall. You may have just not seen him.
No self-respecting gnome would go by less than 3 names.
You want my advice though?
Is it free?
No.
10%.
10% of what I get.
Yes.
No.
Alright, then. Do the job. If you can pull it off. Omen will be so impressed that you'll have a leg up. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's like 5 rooms full of people waiting for internships here.
Have you not seen me? I'm the precipice of mutation.
Hey, Rowan.
Jim immediately casts Roll Arcana.
You don't know how many times we've seen these birds.
Are you even here?
Yeah,
Plus 6. 20. Not
20.
20.
Are you here?
Alright.
Is you
So-
here?
He
Then you
uncovers
can
his
give us
sleeves,
a guess.
immediately doves, and then you recognize it as a variant of Magic Missile called Jim's Dark Magic Missile. Jim's Dark Magic Missile flies out from his hand, righting Jim in the air, zapping one of the doves. So,
You make it stand turn.
I can do whatever I like.
That's happened to me.
Have you
less
seen
than
the Jim
3
Dark Magic
times.
experience? I outsold the Blue Man Group in 3 cities in a row.
Wow.
Can I minor illusion and write my entire name out?
You can, but it doesn't fit.
Nobody's got that amount of time.
An
Nobody's
illusionary
got that
Sharpie
time.
starts writing your name on the screen and goes past the screen onto the wall and onto the other wall. He's like, I see you too.
No.
Are an purveyor of the fine arts.
It goes orange.
Yes, that is, Orwin's magic marker.
Go ahead and make a deception check, please.
For what?
19.
Alright, my first roll was a natural 1. Alright. First roll of the campaign. This is where all my players live. Alright.
Thank you, merciful
So that's
God.
fantastic. That must be from, I don't know, some sort of crazy gnome magic. So, I mean, New Hampshire dark magic's way better, but I've not seen that one. You'll have to show me that many, later. Maybe I'll make a clone. No, I'm done with the clone thing. Not the clone. But we'll see. Anyways, if you've heard the phrase opportunity knocks, well, opportunity is heading right at your door with a battering ram. Let that opportunity smash its way into your life.
You guys agree? Should we go to the sewers?
Yes.
Yeah.
We already agreed on this.
Okay.
Why not?
Dad, when are you gonna come in here? Or are you just never going to be able to do this?
So, by the way, for your exchange, you are, Jim pulls from his sleeve a wound up scroll and hands it to you.
Wait,
So.
can I enter? Are they still in like a private conversation?
No, you guys are in this conversation.
Oh,
Yeah.
how much does that cost?
We should see. You want to buy that?
No, we don't want to buy that.
Oh, it
I
doesn't-
don't want to buy that.
This is a gift for the young gnome.
Okay.
I don't know if you're young.
Yes.
I wouldn't even care, to be honest, if you were.
I don't have.
That's Nora? Okay. If you can screenshot your phone and send that to me, I will make that your icon.
Screenshot.
It can be saved as a...
Yeah, I screenshotted it. And I'll send it
Okay.
to
Well,
you.
whatever you, just get it to my hands through some means. I don't care if it's my computer or
I
whatever.
just wanted
Leslie.
to show you full outfit.
Thank
I
you.
don't want it up there.
Alrighty. So,
You should have the different
you guys have been given a task to visit the dock ward. You have to investigate a place called Jelly's Lamp Emporium, whose apparently this is where the a sinkhole is opened. Those who are here for the last 2 days in the city do remember a couple days ago there being some sort of earthquake that shook everything. It wasn't like everything falling over, like massive, but it's something that you felt throughout the city. So, is there anything that you'd like to do while they're doing this?
I'm just outside
Okay.
being around.
So,
I basically wandered the streets.
okay.
You know.
Okay, hobo.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the closest thing to streetwise in here?
Wisdom.
let me think.
Survival?
No, there's a.
Survival's more wilderness. Isn't it? Did you take?
Do you want to engage in conversation with anyone?
Not here. I'll wait till they get up.
Okay. In passing, you hear one group talking about how Omendron is definitely not one of the masked lords of Waterdeep, and thank God, because such a power-hungry monster would be the end of Waterdeep.
He's the unmasked Lord of Waterdeep. No, I'm kidding.
So, alrighty. So you guys have been given a task. You know it's towards the dock ward. What would you guys like to do?
I like to go there and instantly find out so I can get me monies.
How far is it?
Yeah.
You're maybe less than an hour walk from the docks. You're around the trading area. We'll
Is
go
there
ahead
like any
and...
roller skates or anything?
There are no roller skates, but there is kind of a public transport system called the Dray that you can get on.
How much will it cost?
It will take you to the main dock ward. So,
But how much does it cost?
Yes.
5 copper.
That's how they get you, man. You're walking your feet is free.
I don't have any copper.
I only have silver and gold.
You only have silver and gold.
Emily?
Oh, well, we have to.
That's fine. They can change it for you.
1 silver is 10 copper.
Right,
Right? Is it a 10, 10, 10?
Yeah.
Wait,
sorry.
how much is
I'm
gold?
sorry, I didn't realize
so-
that that's what she was asking me. Yes,
One-
you do have a copper through changing in.
So,
Good.
1 gold is worth 10 silver.
Wait, is it 5 per
1
person?
silver is worth 10 copper.
I said
Oh,
Wait.
5 per person, 5 copper.
Do I have money?
Basic
so I'll
5
have
cents.
100
Do I have
copper.
money? I don't know. I can't
Yeah,
see if I have
so
money.
it's like everything's increments of 10s.
I'm
Copper
gonna
is
use
the
the gold
cheapest.
piece.
Because copper is
Renee,
Yeah.
you have
Okay, let me show you.
30 gold.
You have 30 gold.
Yeah, Leslie, you still have your 60.
Yeah, I use one
Emily.
piece and I get.
Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'll have.
Huh?
One.
We're gonna see how much money you have.
I have 36 gold.
Oh, you have okay, never mind.
I don't know
You
how
already
much I have, but I probably won't have much.
did. Yeah, roll 1d6.
Okay, so I use one of my gold
Multiply that by
pieces.
Okay.
I use one of my gold pieces to buy it. And then I have-
So on their way to the dray, they see me. I look like an old hippie.
So you guys were taking the bus? The Dre?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
I'm going on.
Okay.
Are you going?
The Dre
I'm like,
I'll stay
guys.
with you. Yeah, me.
The Dre moves at roughly walking pace, so you can't keep up even if you don't ride.
Yeah, we're gonna
You just
walk.
follow the tracks, man. Walking is free.
So,
Hey, kids.
I'm going on the train. Hey, weirdo! I don't know
so you see behind you
danger.
someone who's addressing you.
No.
I've fed you guys.
What do you look like?
I'll never be fed by someone like you.
What do you look like?
I'm scared.
You know what?
I coordinate.
I'm a cleric.
We're going on the train. We're going to
Leslie.
this guy.
Relax for a moment. Let him have his time. You
Yeah.
have yours.
I've got the holy symbol of Chanita around my neck. I'm wearing. You're not sure whether it's like a actual like monk's robe or just like a bathrobe. It's well worn either way.
Second one.
I believe it's a bathrobe. I've seen it at my local Bath and Body Works.
I agree with that assumption.
So you
Yeah, it's a
made,
bathrobe.
You made Arthur Dent.
Pretty much. Except old and
That's true.
yeah, like
You made Arthur Dent after the Vogons.
anyway. Actually, I was going for Jerry Garcia, but
Oh, okay.
Jerry Garcia in the
that.
bathrobe.
They won't get that either.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, sir.
I'm
So
like,
yeah, he's following around.
me.
Do you trust
He's talking about you fairly
Do you not trust him?
I don't.
He's like,
familiarly.
hi kids. Why not go on the train and just walk?
Look at the modern kids. So
Go ahead and
You fed us.
roll perception.
what did you feed us?
Yeah, you and the three of you.
Yeah. Roll perception.
Huh?
D20.
Yep.
I know.
2.
2. All right. Is that
10.
with any bonuses?
Wait,
Yeah.
perception.
I rolled a 1.
16.
Yep.
Renee, you
I rolled a 1 and my perception is 1.
So you notice Emily, or not Emily,
I have a
Nora.
12.
No,
you're proficient
12?
Yeah, I have a 12.
Okay.
Renee?
So yeah,
The two of
I
you-
know. I know.
Okay.
The two of you notice that while he may not look as he did back in when he helped you, but this is indeed a kind stranger who helped you back in your past. On a day when you're either needing a little bit of support, a little bit of food.
He's walking around in the bathroom like, hey kids!
So you're getting stranger danger.
I'm still getting stranger danger alert. People can change.
Not all that glitters is gold.
but he is.
He
Yes.
is actually cool.
He is extra gold.
So, do you do anything for this person?
Do you have
Before you set off from Acquisition Z, he pulls up behind you.
I thought he was following along the transport because it's
Well,
walking.
he was following you guys going to the transport.
Wait, you're following us, stalker?
Right? That's what you were saying?
I was going to be at the thing and be like, why are we gonna walk when we could just walk it?
Why are we going to pay for transport when we can just walk it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're walking anyway.
I paid, so
You should go on with him to make
Because
sure he's
I have
okay.
to take 6
Yeah.
steps for every one of his.
Well,
That's why I'm writing
I'm
it.
walking with Renee.
We're walking.
You should go with him. I'll pay for your ticket. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
go
you
with
should
him
see
to make sure
how
we're
amazing public
with me.
transport is. It's this brand new idea.
I'll
It's
pay.
All right, well.
revolutionizing.
I'll pay for your ticket.
All right.
Okay. I got silver pieces from looking at a thing, so I'll be able to use one to get. I can pay.
all
for
it
your
takes
ticket.
is one
Okay.
silver piece, and then you have
So
9
you guys
copper
enter the dray.
pieces.
Are you riding with him?
I paid
I'm
for
riding.
I paid
You're
for
riding with them?
No, I already
If they're
paid.
gonna buy me a
You're
ticket,
walking.
I'll walk.
I already paid.
Oh,
We're not riding with old Grandpa.
No, Mira and I are walking. I paid for your
well
ticket.
then, no, I'll give you that ticket because I don't mind walking.
I
I wasn't
already-
the only reason I'm going to walk.
So
I already show you the
He pays
magic
for your
of
ticket?
how-
No, I already paid for
It's a
my
brand new
ticket.
idea.
That's how they get you.
I
already
want
paid
you.
for my
No, I'm good.
No, we want you.
I'm
Are
good.
you riding or
to
walking?
experience public transportation.
Okay, you know what?
Actually, no, I'll give my ticket to her because she does have to take 6 steps for every one of ours.
You know what?
There you are.
Then I'm
Sir?
then
He
I'm
helps
walking.
you out.
I'm
Kindly hands you a ticket.
Okay, wait.
So you guys are walking.
No, we're going on. If he's walking, then we're going on the public transportation.
We don't want to be with him.
No.
Well, that's just
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
We don't want to be with you,
All right.
Boomer.
Hey.
So you all are riding except for
I had a dog on me.
what was your name?
Gary.
Gary. Gary's walking.
Mhm.
Everyone else
I
is
guess
riding?
I'm walking. Is the Dragonborn walking?
Are you
No.
Okay, he's riding.
No,
Okay,
he's with us.
no problem. Alrighty. So you
I'll
guys-
just follow along.
Fireballs with
trust
us.
him. Why is he with
So-
us? He's not even tasked to this quest.
He's not tasked to this. Why
How do you know he's not tasked
stalking
this
us?
quest?
Because he wasn't told by the Roman to come with
Well,
us.
but they said that there was 5 other rooms of people interviewing for the same positions. Maybe
And I
all
like-
5 of them got sent on the same mission as us.
Then why is
And
he-
the person who gets back first gets paid.
Then
Then kick him out.
Then why is he in our group and not the one in the 5 other tables? Why is he
Kick
in
him
this
out
one?
anyways, because that
Because he was leaving to get
All right. If you all don't want me around, I'll just fall back. I'll just fall back.
I'm sorry.
So you guys
No,
ride
you're
the
not.
drag.
You're making a conscious decision.
I don't trust you.
Yeah, you are.
We don't trust
This
you,
is
though.
your characters. It's fine. You're allowed to not trust them. So just
I'll just walk a goodly pace
so
away.
Gary, as you're pacing behind,
I know that they're gonna get into trouble. So
well, you actually come across a little street vendor with a ramshackle stall, and it has a little name. It's actually kind of adorable.
Mhm.
It says Maps and Potions.
okay.
Potions is misspelled though.
Okay.
Working the stall is a kind of filthy but cheerful young gnome urchin. And in the stall, you see a little shelf with some parchment stuck up, and then a couple jars beneath it. So,
I put it in the memory bank,
put in where it's at. Okay.
and then
Is
I
it-
keep on because if I don't
Sure.
have,
Maps and potions. Maps and potions. Potions and maps and potions.
I'll check the maps.
Come
I'm
see
like,
us. Come see.
maps for the dock ward. Actually, I don't know that they're going to the dock ward except for the fact that they're going on the.
They're on the dock ward line,
Yeah, they're on the dock ward line.
so you're fine.
No, I'll just put it in the memory bank, and I have if I have to.
Okay, so he looks dejected, but seems to be the standard fare for his.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday.
Yeah. So, and I'm just kind of stalling for Jen now.
Okay.
So you guys are riding on the dray, which is their name for basically a bus. A dray is basically a magical contraption.
What do we see inside of it?
You see, you know what a double-decker bus is like?
Yep.
Okay, so it's got a platform on the bottom, benches. In one corner, a spiral staircase that goes to a second floor that's open to the elements. The inside has, the bottom floor has little windows.
Can I scavenge for good things like trinkets or anything valuable?
Are you trying to pickpocket?
Go ahead and make an investigation.
Okay.
Are you looking for just stuff around?
Yes.
You're not looking like he said to actually filch it off
Nah.
or something.
It's
Okay.
like, is there some spare change on the ground or something like that?
She's looking in the seat cushions.
Exactly.
Mhm.
What do I roll?
You are looking for investigation, so it's a d20 plus your investigation skill.
9.
Thank you.
Surprised by
That isn't a
that.
D20.
He probably just wanted to
Emily,
face the other
you
one.
rolled the wrong dice. That you rolled this dice.
It's fine.
I
She's
know.
grand. Just help her. Feel free to help her.
I know.
7.
7. Okay, you find a a clipped stub for a dray in the cushions of one of the benches. So it's a usable stub for another ride on the dray.
Wait,
Yay, take a bath.
And 2 copper.
Yay. May I use this one?
Found also in various seat cushions.
And I want to take this one.
So, eventually, the dray winds its way into the dock ward. You start seeing the more industrial side of the city. Off in the distance, you can see what must be some masts of much larger ships in docks, poking up over some of the buildings. Some of the straighter thoroughfares, you can see all the way down to the water. Lots of hustle and bustle everywhere. This is a very busy metropolis. Creatures of all shapes and sizes. Things
You don't even know.
that if you're from kind of a more rural area, just are beyond belief. Brooms that sweep the floors themselves. Yeah, windows that wash themselves. Signs that are lit up, obviously magically, with the store names animated.
Creatures that are considered monsters other places in the realms.
I mean, I come from a magical forest where everyone uses magic. They animate the little prestidigitations.
Hey, I'm back.
So, alrighty. So from here, you can either who's been here before, or who's been in the city a lot?
Me. I live in the city.
Okay, so 3 of you. From here, from this
No, I
stop,
don't.
you can walk over to the Jelly's Lantern Emporium building. You know kind of roughly where it's at. It's not your favorite store.
Lanterns.
So, Bed Bath and D&D Beyond is more your style, but, you know.
That's where he got his robe.
Bed, Bath, D&D, and Beyond.
So, but you do know that there's kind of a shortcut. If you take the main streets to Jelly's, you'll probably arrive there just at dusk. You can take a shortcut and arrive there a bit earlier, a bit more light.
I take Pressure with me and we go to the Lantern Emporium.
Okay. Are you guys wanting to take the main road or the shortcut
What is it
that you know about?
Wait, the Lantern Emporium is just like a lantern shop or?
You think so?
Okay.
You think it's literally a light shop that sells lights or lanterns?
Is there any other shop
So
that's more
That's
interesting?
the one that Omen said that the warehouse had the opening under.
Okay.
So that is your goal for the thing. And like I said, you can get there.
me and her take the shortcut.
So you're taking the shortcut, Wesley. These two head off in a direction kind of in between 2 rows of buildings. They seem to know where they're going. Same thing for you guys. You see them split off.
I follow the Dragonborn because there's no way I'm losing him in a crowd.
That's good.
Me and Pressure
Rowan
walk on to the
Abernathy the third. Table leg.
I'll
Dark
follow behind the girls.
Okay,
And
so
try
you're
not to
following
get
them.
lost.
Okay, me.
I'll
Right
go.
behind us, holding arms and skipping.
Is there like 2 shortcuts or only one?
Only one?
You don't really know this area that
Yeah, you
well.
don't know.
You're not
Yeah.
a native Waterdavian. So, you're an entertainer who's traveled kind of far from where you started
Okay.
from your town
I'm
as
looking at the
Dragonborn.
bio lantern.
So, they seem to know where they're going. But you could make it there on your own using the main roads. You don't know how long it'll take you.
Torches.
This is a friendly city. You can probably ask
Oh,
directions.
Got torches?
Yeah, I'll ask
We can
directions
actually
and then go.
I'm using
Okay.
to help
So you're taking the main roads? You're not following them?
I'm not following
Besides,
them.
who needs
Okay.
Because I don't know
to
where it
see in the
leads
dark?
to.
Okay.
They may lead.
You can talk to them. Feel free to talk to them.
No, thank you.
Do you guys have...
Wait, we're already walking away.
Okay, so you start walking. What do you do,
Wait.
Wesley?
I'll
Yes.
ask for
I have dark
directions
vision,
and
I'm pretty sure the Dragonborn does too.
Wesley, do you have dark vision?
No, he does not.
Oh.
Does it? Okay. Then, yes, we're getting...
I have lay on hands and divine sense.
Dark vision is
A sight thing. It's
is
okay.
a
We can go over it.
race thing.
It would be on the bottom side of your sheet.
Yeah.
So, yep,
He couldn't
on
see
there.
in the big box. I doubt that he can see.
Nope.
No,
Okay.
he has just regular vision with the Dragonborn. Alrighty, so you guys head off. You're gonna ask for directions. You're going with the Dragonborn, and you are going
With the girls.
with the 2 elves. Alrighty. So,
Wait, is the character a girl or boy? I'm a girl.
so you find a member of the City Watch, who are generally okay to ask questions of. They'll generally direct you. They're like community officers type thing.
Well, the thing is they're kind of. Well, go ahead.
They're also kind of like the
Scary.
KGB.
Well, no, it's what you call. Under their armor, they wear masks, so you don't know what they look like.
No, they have pointed helmets. They're
There's
and
an
they have
escort.
You can wear. They don't wear vests. Not regular City Watch.
Pretty sure they do.
Big pointed helmets, green cloaks.
All right,
There
And
was
with
the
gold.
on top of the toy.
Is their kind of main MO.
that's cool.
In fact, they don't carry ranged weapons, only truncheons. So,
Well, you don't want to charge into the mouth of a red dragon without your trusty club.
no. Clubs are great.
I have my own
Clubs
dragon.
never let you
though.
down.
I have my own dragon though. So I'm gonna be scared. I have my own dragon.
Are there any
I'm actually waiting for the girls now.
small
Where'd they go?
creatures about?
Have no
Trade
idea.
can restroom, I believe.
Okay.
Are there any small creatures about?
Small creatures.
Squirrels.
There
Rats, cockroaches, pigeons.
are
Pigeons, rats,
pigeons, seagulls. Lots of seagulls. Because you're near the dock. Rats all over.
All they say is mine, mine, mine.
Mine.
Mine,
Oh, see, now you just made that canon. I'd like to speak with animals. Mine. I'd like to cancel my concentration now. Thanks.
Squirrels,
I hit
bats,
myself to break concentration.
rabbits,
Mine.
moles, woodpeckers, and other small creatures. Sure.
Seagulls.
Pigeons.
Pigeons. As well as rats.
Cockroaches and beetles.
Do you have a magical sense?
No, but
Okay. Roll your nature.
okay.
Nature.
It's an innate ability that knows how to speak to small living creatures.
Yeah,
Wait.
but can you know where they're at?
I'm just looking for them while I was trying to
Okay.
keep up
I
with
didn't know
them.
if you had like detect animals.
No.
Detect vermin.
That's
That'd
what
be
it is.
awesome.
Are they? Is there
Detect
something?
vermin.
Detect vermin.
Wait,
Oh my God,
what
there's millions of dots. No.
is
Just instantly fall over
what
from
is
the knowledge of how many vermin are actually.
what is insight? What is insight?
Insight is basically looking at
Okay.
someone and kind of telling their motives. So if someone's like
Oh.
lying to you, you can figure out they're lying. If you think they might be like their motives are.
Oh yeah.
It's when you press X to doubt.
Yes.
Did you say perception or nature?
Nature.
Nature.
10.
10. Okay.
Do I have to roll anything for
No.
my route?
No. We're fine. We're not rolling for roots. She asked me if there were any creatures around.
Oh.
So, you do find what looks to be a lost pet ferret.
Huh, okay.
It's kind of scuttling through one of the alleyways. Since you guys are kind of going through kind of a back alley section of the city.
Squeaky squeak squeak it. Do you have any knowledge of the earthquake? Squeaky squeak it.
Squeakity squeak squeaker.
Do we see this?
Squeak it. Squeakity squeak.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Squeak squeak. Ah.
Oh my
Squeak,
God,
squeak.
Squeak.
Your choice.
Squeak squeak.
Trail mix.
Squeakity squeak.
Climb up.
Who's you?
He scurries up your pant leg, underneath your pants.
Is it a rat or a squirrel?
It's a ferret.
It's fair.
Aw, that's cute.
So, hangs out your shoulder for
Oh
a
my
short,
gosh,
for a
women.
bit,
Aw.
and talks to you about all the ways that you can just run around in a circle and then lay flat.
Really?
Squeaky squeaker.
Sideways? Horizontal and vertical you can go flat?
Squeak.
Squeaky squeak, squeak squeak.
Ah.
I'm gonna live up. I think I did.
So you guys are carrying on. Your shortcut's winding through the city. It's your knowledge of the area, of the town.
Are we gonna meet somebody sketchy?
Are you gonna meet somebody sketchy? You're walking through the back alleys of a dock.
Yes.
We're gonna meet somebody sketchy.
A figure
Is it
stands
that
in the
deep?
alleyway. Its luminous eyes glowing beneath a dark hood.
I ran up to him.
Hey there, children.
You come up to it.
No, wait. I ran up to him with a straight on and go squeak, squeak.
It pulls down its whole hood, and you see a skeletal face.
I still go.
Burn
squeak,
it with fire.
And
But you don't have
that
meat.
figure speaks. Your money or your life.
Is it dead?
Squeak.
Is it undead? Wait, hold up. Is it undead?
It is
Yes,
looking at you with
it's
a
a
skeletal
skeleton.
face.
So it's undead?
Yes!
To all appearances, it seems to be an undead who is demanding money.
I'm gonna make a perception check to see if there's any more.
Okay, go ahead and roll your perception.
I will as well.
I'll give you 2 coins, but you don't need any more than that to cross the river.
Jeez, the kids are better than you.
He's undead. What does he need money for? Coins. Coins. Coins.
14.
Your perception? Okay, your perception. You can go ahead and roll perception.
14.
14.
Wait, and I'm persistent in it, so 16.
16.
Ha! 1.
Renee,
Yeah?
you are not surprised when 2 crossbow bolts come firing at you guys.
I go. Wow.
So, Renee, you will get an attack. What you see is the alleyway you see in front of you.
So wait, the elves are first because they're together,
Uh-huh.
and then the gnome is behind them,
No, she's right next to it.
and then the the dragonborn is behind them.
No,
Dragonborn
Dragonborn
not
went
with
another
us. You and the
place.
Dragonborn are not with us.
Yeah, you guys are in a different path towards the thing. You're in the main thoroughfare.
No, we were following. He was following them, and I was following
No.
him.
We'll go back a second.
directions.
He asked for directions from a guard to go the main way because they
And
went
they
down a
ran off?
scary pathway.
They
He didn't
went
want
through
to.
the shortcut.
The
Yeah.
shortcut
I
that
went
leads
the
to
main
intimate
way.
death,
So
and I got
he
dragged
is going
along.
a safe way through the stalls and the main thoroughfares.
I give the guy.
Oh, all right. Well, I didn't know.
Is 5 good?
So.
Gold good.
Wait, who is the best at
Well,
lying?
we're being shot at.
You are currently being shot at. You can evaluate your life choices in a moment.
And they're being shot at. All of us. Renee just noticed it.
Renee
Yeah,
saw
this
people,
one.
so she's not surprised. There's a concept of basically
How many
surprise
people did I
rounds.
see?
But I got higher than.
How many people?
You
I
got
had
higher?
a 16.
Wait, no, you rolled, what'd you roll?
14. So you had
Yeah,
a
she rolled a
14,
16.
I rolled a 16.
She rolled higher than you.
With my
Yeah.
perception.
You
made
rolled a
me-
1.
Yeah, so I was
didn't-
like,
You were just involved in your ferret conversation,
yes.
which I don't blame you. Ferrets are fantastic. Okay. So, Renee, what you spot with your 16 is you spot 2 other people up kind of on the rooftops. You're actually, there's like a little tiny gateway, like what used to be maybe part of an old city wall.
Can she?
And there's 2 people up on the top of like these towers, and then the 1 person in the street that's accosting
So
you
there's
guys.
2 people, there's 3 people as far as I can see.
Can she tell me what's going on in Elm?
I'm going to.
This is all happening very, very rapidly. And you have
Can we run? Wait, how many? Is there like a gap between buildings? Like between the buildings and the things that wouldn't be able to be jumped? Because if so, I'm running.
Are the buildings right next to each other, or is there a gap?
there
they like
is, it's about a
apartments?
10-foot wide alleyway. If you give me just 1 moment, let me go ahead and make some rolls here, because I need to know what happens here. Okay. So, there are going to be 3 shots that come out.
Did they come
One
out
for
at
each,
the
yeah.
same time?
Huh?
Did they come up at the same time?
Yep. They all just fire. They obviously planned this.
Do I see that
One
the middle
misses you.
person-
You do see him. One misses you. And one misses you.
Woo! Question.
Thank goodness
Did
for
I
that
see
shot.
the middle person shoot?
The middle person did not shoot. There
That
are
means
three
that there's
people
three
that are
people.
hiding, and the one in the center. Since you saw them ahead of time, you have a turn. You may go. You are standing
Which is
roughly
speed.
10 feet from the
Speed?
closest one on the ground,
It's 30.
and then there are two roughly second-story roof
Wrong.
above you, and then there's another one kind of skulking around the corner.
Wait, we have the same speed.
So, but directly in front of you
You're
is
not
this
with
one
me.
with the skeleton face. What would you like to do, Renee? You have a move, you have an action.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have the 35 speed. Can I run away?
Yes.
Can
But
I-
right now you were surprised by the attack since you didn't see him. And Renee gets an action. Then we're going to go into that initiative that we were doing before.
Okay.
That's when you'll go through your turns and have an action.
Okay.
This is kind of that first brief moment where an interaction happens, things go south, and then people just fire.
If I run, can I take Renee with me?
Yeah, that's what my thinking as well. If I run, can I take them with me?
No, you can't pick up a person and run with them at full speed. You can pick them up and run half speed, but you are holding someone your equivalent size.
What if I'm holding their hand and like dragging them?
They can run on their turn,
That's gonna make you
and
more
then you both
beat
just
up.
run. So Renee, what would you like to do?
I am going to.
See at this person. You're about 10 feet behind, or about 5 feet behind Emily. Emily went up to talk to him, so she's right next to that skeleton. You're about 5 feet behind, and then the gnome is a bit behind you.
Oh no, I'm just staring at him in the eyes going squeak, 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 squeak.
What's this fascinating? It's a wonderful.
I'm not going to.
I'm not even just talking, I'm just going squeak, squeak.
So
You're
there's a
trying to learn?
person behind. There's a person behind the
There is.
thing, right?
So you have this
Wait, can I-
skeletal figure,
Wait.
and then kind of a little bit down the alleyway, about 15 feet,
Can I
and kind of
climb up
hiding.
on the skeleton's shoulders, go squeak?
You can try on your turn. We'll worry about that on your turn when we get to
I
it.
start controlling him.
So we'll see what we can do on.
I'm going to take out my crossbow and I'm going to aim at it and shoot at the person hiding behind the corner because I presume they're furthest away and that they have the most cover, so they're going to be the hardest to kill.
They do have the most cover, yeah, definitely. Go ahead and make your shot.
D20?
A D20.
Yes.
On here, you're gonna see an attack with a light crossbow is gonna be +4 to hit, and it's gonna do 1d8 plus 2 piercing damage. Okay, so you want to see if you hit first.
10.
10. Is that your total with the bonus?
The attack bonus is +4?
Uh-huh.
So 14.
14. Alright. Ooh. I gotta... Alrighty, so your crossbow bolt looks like it's dead on until at the last second
It went.
pings off the wall that he was hiding behind and goes skittering down the alleyway.
Ugh.
Alright, roll for initiative.
D20?
That is a d20, you add your initiative.
15. I got a 15. How do I? Oh, initiative is 2. 2.14.
The 2, the 14 just tells you what your actual.
Oh, okay. Then 17.
I got 32 myself.
I've got to grab me some
Disgusting.
ruin.
Oh, and as a bonus action, can I drag her out of the way?
No.
No, because I'm ahead of you.
We'll talk about
I
that in a
can't
second.
grab her corner because like,
Give me just one moment if you don't mind.
he's evil.
So, I just gotta bring you guys over to... I have a little map going so you guys can see what's going on.
Okay.
So we had...
Well, currently we don't see the map.
I know that. You've got to give me a moment.
Yes. Give him time.
Usually before computers, you had to draw everything by hand.
Or you actually just build it on the table.
Or you just built it on the table. That is not an easy task. Okay, so
I know, yeah.
You're
Hours
right.
worth of programming is.
No, this wasn't that. It also is really convenient to work with. Alright, everyone happy with where you started? Nora right next to the person because you talked to him.
Wait, shouldn't
Rowan.
Rowan
Oh,
should be
yeah,
behind Professor.
You're right. Okay, so Rowan's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this right here is the one you shot at. Right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I missed.
And you missed. It basically
missed.
zinged off the corner, so you let loose in the spur of the moment. You're a little bit like, oh my gosh, this is really going down. Ah! And yeah, just pinged off the edge. And then we're going to bring everyone in for some wonderful initiative, right? We love initiative.
It's the best thing on the planet.
Well, I'm not there right now, so don't add me.
Neither
in
am I.
there.
No?
Yes.
Yeah, the girls got smart and wandered away from both people that can throw heels. I'm sure that won't work out.
Excuse me? I have healing word.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So there is one healer. That's cool.
He went and he got face first down, and I killed the person who killed him, and was able to leave.
Okay. I'm rolling initiative for these guys. Go ahead and roll initiative for yours if you haven't.
17.
One
17.
moment here. 8 rolling.
Congratulations, Mom. You're being a really productive node.
Well, all my good.
I'm kidding.
Look, you.
I'm kidding. Did you
So-
just curse at me?
For those that don't know,
just curse at me?
Nora, what was your initiative?
17.
Alright. Rowan.
8.
And then
Don't cuss at me.
Pressure. What was your
I think you
initiative?
said something like, how dare you.
17.
I think she
Alright.
said. I think she cussed at me.
I
Or she said something not very nice.
think she said, how dare you.
Or not something again. Something not
Alright.
very nice.
So, for my children, a round of combat is only 6 seconds long. So that's why you don't have these time to do a million things. You have kind of a limited amount of like movement. You can't run a mile, you can run 60 feet, stuff like that. So it gives you an idea. First up, at the beginning, is the skeletal person, who's going to take a swipe at Nora.
Why?
Because
Because you're right in front of him.
yeah.
Yeah, but why does he have to do this to me?
Emily,
I'm being nice.
this is a lesson. Don't negotiate with terrorists.
I wasn't. I literally just went up to her.
You negotiated
Does
with a
a
terrorist.
22
I was
hit your armor class?
This skeleton
Yeah.
just
I'm a
threatened.
Does a 32 hit your armor class?
You take 4 damage.
I'm a
Oh!
10.
Oh my gosh, you're
Right
so
now.
dead.
That's Half-Life, right?
No.
I'm teasing.
So, the skeletal figure draws back their cloak. Crossbow bolts are flying over their shoulder. It comes by and in one motion draws it out of the sheath and slices you across the chest.
Boom. You
Digging
have
through your
blood.
armor and putting a cache in your. The next
Oh
one.
my gosh. Blood.
And that one is very happy to just sit
My blood
there
is purple.
and don't make anything about blood. Okay. And trying to figure out a good way to get this off to the side for me. Just working through the system.
Wait, why does Renee have
Next
8?
up is this one from around the corner that Renee shot at.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna shoot back at you.
Anticipated.
But that one unfortunately skips off the ground near you and goes skittering down behind you.
Okay.
So, Nora, it's your turn. You can move. If you remember, each one of those squares is 5 feet. You can move 35 feet because you're a very fast wood elf. So you can move 7 of those squares. You can, as a bonus action, draw your weapons, or you can do it as part of your move or your action.
Okay,
So you can interact with the environment with each of the 2 major actions. You can say, I move 20 feet and open the door. Or I move 10 feet, open the door, move another 20 feet.
Is there a door?
No, I'm just saying stuff you can
Is
do.
there... Okay, can I...
So,
How much is a foot in this?
it's 1/5 of a square. Each square is a 5-foot square.
Okay.
that represents kind of your personal space when you're in combat with someone. So you can't really get into someone's personal space like that because you get bombed.
Yep.
So you can walk through it. You can walk through friendly squares. You can't walk
can
through
I be
opponents.
sneaky?
You cannot. You can
Okay.
try, but you are literally next to someone who is watching you and wants to kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Okay.
Wait,
So I would say
is
you
there
probably need
a
magical means to get out of that.
Wait,
Like
is there a
Sneakiness.
is there
I'm
a
gonna
door
go
to
here.
enter the tower and
Should
climb
we
up
go?
there?
I don't think
I'd
so, 'cause
say-
you can have evil. Wait, is this a staircase up?
There is a door at the bottom of each tower that you can see. It's basically right next to. It's effectively right here, and right here.
But
Basically,
this-
2 doors.
The door looks like right here.
Huh?
No, that's the
The map
stairs.
may not always be 100% accurate.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
Anyways,
stairs.
it's a door to a tower.
Just
You don't actually see the roof of the tower from where you're at. You're 30 feet below there. But I don't have the ability to represent what you can and can't see from that.
Just remember, if you turn your back on someone who has a weapon at you, it's going to be easier for them to hit you, and they may be able to get an extra attack off of you.
I don't know what to do.
Do you have a weapon like a sword or a dagger?
Yeah.
Do you want to fight?
I don't know if I should use my rapier or dagger.
You can use both.
Okay.
You can basically, if you have 2 light weapons, you can make an attack with each. Your first one is regular. Your second one, you don't get any bonus of damage. You just get the weapon. We'll talk about that when you make the attacks. But you can pull them out as an action, or as your movement, and then slice and slicey.
Okay.
You're a rogue. You're a dashing sword.
You stealth.
Oh, yeah, I'm
code.
really good at the swords.
You're pretty good at things, yeah.
Okay,
So-
so I'm going to take both my weapons out of my movement, and I shall attack with my...
Okay, let's start with the rapier. We can take this slow. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add. And again, we're here.
Add
So
5.
5. Yep.
Plus 1.
We'll worry about that. This is damage. We're not worrying about that. We're just worrying about the attack. So plus 5.
15.
So 15. That will hit. That hits. So when I say that it hits, you roll damage. So you roll a 1d8 plus 3.
Wait, that's not damage.
That's correct.
It's a cube
The
one.
d8 is where? Oh, your d8 was still in here. That's your d8.
Oh, no, it's not a cube one. 8
Oh,
plus
max damage plus 3 is 11. Okay, so you come by and expertly poke your rapier through their stomach, kind of wiggling around in the bones. So,
Slicing it through there.
and then you make your dagger attack. For the dagger, you roll a d20. You do get to add the plus 5 for the attack. 10. That misses. So you come in, dagger, misses. You kind of graze their jaw a little bit, but it doesn't do any damage. So, alright, so that was your movement and your attack and your bonus action. Bonus action is the dagger for future. If you make an attack with your main weapon, you can make one with the dagger. That's a bonus action.
Oh, I should have known that.
Alright.
Well,
And-
she may be the only one who can do that. Not every character can do that.
Yeah, you have a shield, so you get a lot of armor from your stuff.
Oh, yeah, true.
So,
So
and your
can pull out
weapon,
a shield and a sword. So
you have a yeah, that's how you fight, shield and sword.
But
Yeah.
you
Going
can't use
forever.
two
You can
swords.
always also learn how to shield bash.
Yeah, there's all sorts of cool things you do with shield. All right, next
You guys
up,
on the table.
one of the ones that's
Before
on
you
the
drop
tower, the far
Again.
tower, shoots down, and
have
it's
them
going
all
to shoot
now?
at pressure,
Yes.
and it's going to miss. I assume your armor class is more than 12.
You're missing your d12.
No.
Yes.
You are.
Okay. All right. 5th edition. Do ties go to the defender or the attacker?
Defender.
Defender. Okay. Just make sure.
I'm
So
pretty
that's
sure.
his
Let me
move.
Which
double check.
one is supposed to be in here?
No, you know it may go to the attacker because I thought ties.
Yeah, I
that we
think
were
4th
doing
edition
ties.
was Defender, now it's
Seven.
Attacker.
I think it is attacker too. Let me double check.
It's just
Let's
super
see,
knowledge.
Yep.
Yeah, you can check.
It's not missing
Next one from
Uncle
across
Mike.
the other
Uncle Mike.
tower.
No,
Uncle Mike.
that's not one
Uncle
on my
Mike.
side.
Uncle
That's a
Mike.
D12.
Uncle Mike. He's
What?
not missing anything. It's just right there.
Okay.
Rock on.
Alright, from across the other tower, another shot. Crossbow bolt goes flying towards Rowan. And that one misses. So, I'm on a string. Fantastic hits.
Okay. I believe.
They're trying to.
Rowan.
They're trying to suppress them so they can't run.
It's your turn.
Alright, I am going to shoot a thing of fire up at the tower guy.
Targa? Okay.
Yeah,
So, are you using a spell or a cantrip?
yeah, I'm using Firebolt, which is a cantrip.
Okay. And is that to hit?
Yes.
Okay. And this spell to hit is versus armor class.
Yes. 9.
9 will unfortunately miss. So your bolt, again, kind of splays across the stonework of the tower.
Equal succeeds is an successful hit. So it goes
Okay,
to
so
attack.
ties go to attackers. Okay. Alrighty. So, top of the round. Maybe? Top of the round? There it goes. Alright, so the skeletal one is going to attack Honora again. So, rears back with its scimitar. And a 10 will miss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it says, you can end this for double.
Right?
You can end this for double.
So
Double
instead
what?
of
So for 4 gold.
4 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
how much gold do you have?
I have 36.
Uh,
Nope. You said 4 gold and I agree.
We
Can't
don't
add anything.
negotiate with
Said
terrorists.
you can end it.
I can end it. Yeah, I'll end it.
Okay.
I'll give him 4 gold.
Okay. So she swings at you.
Don't negotiate.
End this now. 4 gold.
Sure.
And it's a bonus. Okay. They are no longer willing or interested in destroying your life.
I don't know
Just
anything.
Nora or all of
You
us?
just, well, you'll find out, won't you? As a crossbow bolt comes flying at you.
Yeah.
Nora, don't negotiate with terrorists.
Hey, I'm safe. I'm okay.
You negotiate.
I got hit.
18 to hit.
What?
18 to hit.
11 plus 15. You hit.
Okay.
Where's it?
Crossbow bolt flying.
stabs you.
Stop. We'll see.
It
Digs
does
itself into your
stab.
side
Yeah.
for
I have 9 hit points.
oh,
Nope.
for 5 damage.
Oh, that's about half my health.
Yeah, that's Wait, can I still attack them?
Huh?
If I attack them, will attack me again.
Is that
Uh-huh.
the table on the side there?
That's the turn order, yeah.
No,
Oh, that's actually
she's asking on the physical map. Is there that table? Is
It's
there?
like a bench, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's like
Are you gonna hide under the table?
it's like chest height. So
Okay. So to me.
yes.
Okay. I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to jump to do this.
You're still gonna have to jump to do it.
Well, you don't know what I'm gonna do.
But I don't know what you're gonna do. Alright, so that was
Monkey.
its turns.
Nah,
I'm
Nora, it is your turn.
help.
okay.
You had
Wait, you skipped my turn.
Thank you.
she didn't actually use her turn when she
Oh,
negotiated. It was the skeleton person.
Fuck.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Watch it. You're gonna knock your thing off.
I don't
No, I'm not.
Yes you are. Get off there.
Famous last words.
Okay, yeah, actually put that
So
back.
he's
You don't use that.
not gonna attack me.
Put this. No, right? Where are you gonna put it?
Make an insight check.
Okay.
No. At disadvantage, because you're trying to insight a skeleton. And there's
Pretty
no actual
impressive.
face to look at. I mean, there's bones and
Renee.
glowing eyes.
Thank you.
So,
Disadvantage means roll it twice and take the lower.
They was
Add your
doing the same
insight
thing.
okay.
What?
They was doing the same thing.
14.
Mike.
Let's get 20.
I know, this sucks. You guys split.
No, hey,
14.
no,
I got
I'm just
14
keep the little one
twice.
occupied.
14 twice? Alright, add your
16.
insight. 16. You believe through whatever ways a skeleton face with glowing eyes can convey emotion that for you it is sincere.
Okay.
So you can attack it and it won't attack you back?
No.
No, please. it doesn't-
It's not going to attack you, but if you provoke it, generally if you slice at something that's not going to kill you, it's going to start killing you.
Yeah. So can I walk away from it?
You try.
Okay, I'm just gonna move.
Yeah.
Are you gonna walk forward or away?
I'm gonna go towards Rowan.
Wait, you're a rogue,
Okay.
right?
Because I
Go ahead.
believe that I can...
Wait, you're a rogue, right?
Yeah.
Can you stealthily go up the stairs and
No.
try to murder?
No.
She can't stealthily when people are
You
watching
can.
her.
Yeah.
But just not in the circumstances where you're in base to base
What
or
are you
something. You're
trying
not
to
going to
do?
sneak up.
No,
See?
if she goes
If I go
up the
towards you, will it
stairs
harm your plan?
and then up the stairs
Okay.
to
Uh-huh.
that dude,
Go right here.
can she ambush him without him noticing?
No.
No.
That's
Just stare at
maybe.
me.
There are paths to this world.
Well, I don't know. if
Because I
that's
mean, there is a
Think about your
wall.
character.
I
So-
can go through you if I need to. So don't worry about my plan.
To give you an
Yeah.
idea, maybe you want to make them think like you're surrendering. You hand them the money, you go, and when you're out around a corner, you stealth, and then try to basically scale the
what's
wall
right
to get
here?
behind them.
Looks like there's just an opening right here.
So this is basically intertwined alleyways. This is effectively just a little alleyway kind of going off that way. There's actually like a little shop that's there, maybe a blacksmith shop.
Went into the
That's like the
shop.
front of the stall.
Can I go
So-
inside the stall?
Above you is another building with a bench out front, and you can see that this little triangle area, that's like an opening, an actual doorway, a door that you can
Okay, so I wasn't here. Can I go inside here?
Sure.
Okay, I'm inside
So-
the shop.
Okay, so that's 10 feet of movement. They do not attack you as you leave their range. Usually if someone is next to you with a melee weapon out, and you walk away from them, they're going to get a free attack, but because you guys, she's holding her deal, this skeletal pirate person, does not attack you.
See, you should have just bargained with it.
Don't negotiate with terrorists.
Okay,
I did.
so Nora,
You just
I
did it.
really
know
wish
it's
I'm with.
stupid. You-
I
I'm
really
not
wish
dead.
I'm with you. Then I'll end
not
all
dead.
of it
I would have
for
died.
all of you. I
alright,
literally
is that your turn?
paid
Well,
16 gold.
can I
You
go-
have an option
Can
to
I-
do something like ready in action. So you
Can
can
I see what's inside the shop?
Sure.
Can you see if there's a person running it and ask them for help for your your one friend and acquaintance?
Why did a complete
So-
stranger help you?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Go
It's
ahead
better
and
than
roll
negotiating with
perception.
terrorists.
Roll perception.
D20?
Yep.
Can I pay you to help my friends?
21.
21. Alright, despite their best efforts and a little bit of magic, you see in the corner a Duragar, which is basically like an
Evil dwarf.
evil dwarf, but like ragged, very, very cheap clothing that's on its last end, and he's hiding in a corner right now, as small as he can possibly be, and he's already a dwarf. But he doesn't see very well in sunlight, so he's kind of not very good at it. He thinks he's a pot. And he's really just...
Yay, 2
Thinking
psychopaths.
pop pops.
So.
Small, round, black. Small, round, black.
Alright, so Nora, so
see
you see him there. You've used some of your movements, none of your actions. Is there anything you want to do?
Can I confront him? Like, well, I don't know.
I need 4 gold from you.
Well, it's downhill.
I just,
Now you're the terrorist.
Oh, I'll just
I'll
slide
just
away.
sit down and, like, try to spark a conversation, I guess.
Why not?
Sure. Alright, so you're conversing.
Round, black. Small, round, black.
So you're conversing with the Duragar. Cool.
Round,
Alright, pressure.
round.
Pressure.
What's that?
Yes.
It's your turn. You see Nora come
She's going shopping.
into a little
She
shop.
pays the guy and
kind of
goes
a darkened
shopping.
thing. What would you like to do? You did see her. You heard the skeletal person say, "Double now," and she handed over 4 gold. You think?
No, don't negotiate with terrorists.
What would you like to do?
That's a free action.
Can I?
Now wait, I'm not there, but is there actually a roof on the smithy? So if Renee runs in there, she won't be able to be crossbowed?
There's like a thatched roof.
Okay.
So it actually is.
Is there
like,
any
there's
cover
a roof on the
windows?
solid roof, but this is a very shoddy,
Gotcha.
like plank roof. You might get some measure of cover.
Is the cover where Nora is? In like the alleyway type thing?
From where?
That's what I just asked.
Where Nora
Renee.
is!
Cover from you, cover from them. You think there might
Cover
be some
from them.
cover. Like, there's holes in the roof, so that makes it harder for things to hit, but they can still see in there. And you
Okay.
can still see them.
Okay. Can I run there?
You
And
have
then
movement.
shoot them.
You can. So, they'll get more cover because what covers you also covers them. Because,
Okay.
again, it's hard to shoot through holes in the roof, but it is possible.
So you want to move inside the shop?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, yeah, you're doing it, yeah.
I'm gonna just put it right here.
Yeah, you can't share the same space during combat right now, but that's fine. Okay, so you're going there. Do you want to be there?
Can I investigate can I go inside the shop and investigate and see if there's a way out?
Like,
Past the
special-
Skelly
She wants
Boys.
the back door.
Okay. Yeah,
I
go
want
ahead.
a front door. This
Go
is the back
ahead
door. I
and,
want a front door.
Kind of head deeper in.
Yeah. Is there a front door?
Alright.
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Okay.
Investigation.
I do not have that D20. $18 and investigation is
Okay.
initiative.
No,
INT.
investigation is a skill.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't have it.
It's okay. You still have a bonus potentially. It could be 0.
No.
Zero.
Zero. Okay, that's cool.
But 18. 18 is you root around in the shop, and before this was set up as kind of a makeshift kind of blacksmith or tool working shop, you see some deep ruts going to a wall in the back. Looking behind a kind of a tool rack, you see the outlines of a door of some sort that kind of blends in with the rest of it.
Do you want
And
to
I presume I can't open the door.
You should try. You should try.
Can I like creak open the door and just like peer out to see where it leads?
You do have there's a tool rack in front of the door, so there's like a shelf about yay high, door behind it, so and it's kind of just pushed up against it.
So can I move the
you
shelf?
can potentially move it. Yeah. You can try.
Yay!
Okay. So go ahead and make a strength check. So you just roll a d20
I am
and add
not
your strength
strong.
modifier, the big number.
I am 17.
17.
18 again.
Easy to move it out. Alright, so you start sliding this big shelf away, a couple of tools fall over, a potted plant says, hey, no, please just go away.
No.
Is it actually
I'm
a
sick of
pocket?
this.
Is it the fourth?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Didn't notice you there. We need to get out.
You have access to the door. Do you want to try it?
Yes.
Can I creak it open?
Yep. Alright, so you peek behind, and you see a room of some sort behind it. It's moderately dark. You have the ability to see in the dark?
Yes, I do. I'm Elvis.
Okay, so you can see that it is a 20 by 20 foot room. Wood, not the greatest of design or build, but matching the rest of the alleyway that you're in and everything like that.
Is there a door?
There is a door on the wall that would be around here.
Okay, so she's right there looking out there.
Okay?
And I presume I can't open the door?
Yeah, you can open the door.
Oh,
Okay,
can I
okay.
creak the door open?
Yeah. You have. You've seen that room?
No, the other door.
Okay. So you can make it to the other door, but you can't. That's all
Okay.
your movement there.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put her.
You
over
can.
here.
You actioned. Yeah.
I'm gonna just put her over here. Is that okay?
You
Yeah.
can, as part of that move, open that door because your action was opening one door and moving the thing. Your movement was the rest of that, and your other move. Yeah.
So I'm going to creak open the door. What do I see?
Okay.
She's right here.
You see a stone room about 15 feet wide that goes both north and south. There's a doorway at each end. North would be, based on what you know, you went down here, north would be out this way, south would be out that way.
You should try the south.
Yeah. I'm not going to yet. I'm going to wait for you and I'm going to tell you my findings.
You've opened the door, you've seen this.
I'm too
It
much.
is now...
I am now
Rowan's
exhausted.
turn.
Nope.
Nope. Monster thing's turn.
Monster's turn.
Whoa. Skeleton
Alright.
monster.
Oh no, Anton, you're in trouble.
I doubt that.
Yep, you're the only person left out in the open.
Miss.
My AC's 11.
It was a 3.
Okay. It's lower than theirs.
These are both going your way.
Yes.
This one and then the next person's attack. Ooh. It was an 18. That was a 1. I missed.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so now it's Rowan's turn.
So now it is Rowan's turn.
I am going to.
You obviously see what they're up to. You know that pressure went into a door somewhere in the back side of the thing. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
I am going to walk to the bench, and as I walk to the bench, I'm going to reach into a pocket, not the pocket that holds my gold.
Okay.
Pull out my fist.
This bench, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Put my hand down on the bench.
While you're who?
Pull out my fist. Hand down on the bench. Move
Okay.
my hand. Illusion 8 gold coins.
Okay.
Hands up. Walk to the door. Walk to where they are.
Okay. Make a deception check with advantage.
So she's made fake gold coins.
Not natural 20. Not natural 20.
So, you see them lower their crossbows. At least they're not pointing it anymore. And you head down there, which is
Maybe
you
two
move
sides, it's like one side.
1,
There.
2, 3,
I
4,
will go right up to Nora
5. Yeah, that's where you're gonna
and
move.
whisper, run.
Run
Because that is your
inside where
movement.
pressure is?
Yes.
Run where pressure is?
Run!
Okay, so it's it's Skeleton Dude's turn.
Skeleton.
Renee, did you know that your shoes is like one size bigger than mine?
They're probably more than one size. What size shoes do you wear?
So,
Around like 6 or 7, 11.
She's a 9.5.
2 sides. No. Yes.
so you hear
No, it's 2.
behind you.
7.
It's alright, boys. We've got what we came for. And the skeleton one walks up to the bench.
So,
And then, alright, Nora, it's your go.
Run.
so I run to where pressure is because that's what she told me to. And I open the south. No. Wait, did she
Yeah, you're
open the south?
So you can go through the one room that's down here, over to the side. Then you have the choice of north and south. South being away from them, north being kind of towards this. You think maybe, based on how it is in the construction, north is kind of part of this old city wall. Actually, both of them are, but north is towards this gate and south is towards something else.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
go
kind of
towards
inside the wall.
I go towards south and I creak it open.
Okay. So,
Wait, have we closed the door behind us?
I'm going to go through it.
Yeah, she's going through it.
Close the door behind you.
When I go through the door to the store,
mhm.
I'm going to try to knock the shelf behind me.
The stuff's already knocked off.
And
Okay.
if I
No,
don't
the
have
one by
enough
the
strength
front
to
Oh.
knock it, I will catapult
Sacrifice your
debris.
ferret.
I'll catapult debris into it to damage it enough to block the doorway.
Okay. Alrighty, so Nora, so yeah, you've determined that you're basically falling inside this wall on the bottom floor. As you open the door to the south, you see another room. It's about 15 feet wide, another 20 feet with a more substantial door on at the end of that hallway.
Wait, why are we asking the little grand thing where everything goes? Like, can we just ask him?
No!
That's
Okay.
good.
Go!
Okay, I go.
Alright. So you head out, so you're at the bigger, more robust door.
I,
Do you open it?
Should I?
Creak it open, see what's there.
I blocked the way behind us.
Okay, I creak it open.
Alright, so you creak it open, and it opens up into another kind of very similar situation, where you can see there's a gate and a portcullis that could be closed, kind of crumbly from the old section of the wall, but you can exit that door into the main streets. So.
Yeah, okay, I go into the main street.
Okay, so you head on out. Alright, pressure?
I follow.
You follow? Okay. So you can meet out the main streets. It's basically like a double move between the different doors and everything like that, to get there. Alright, Rowan.
Run!
You travel to the back of the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Just as you reach the back, you hear a shriek from the skeletal person as they discover your duplicity and the illusory...
Drops because I'm so far away from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, crossbow bolt comes flying into the shop and clatters around but misses you. Go ahead and roll strength to try to knock over that, the rack that you wanted to knock over to block the way. Are you trying to just push out or,
Yeah.
hide it behind you?
No, I'm just trying to block anything that will slow them down. 8.
8. You just can't...
Okay.
You can use your action to cast.
There's gotta be something in this shop that's less than
There
5
is
pounds
lots.
that I will try to attempt to have it go through the shelf and knock it down.
Okay. And so this is
new skill. Oh, I don't have anything about the spell
that's
because
right.
it's not in the book.
So Emily, could you please go to the eye? Type
Catapult.
in catapult.
How do you spell?
CATAPULT. There it is.
Yeah, just double click on that. Alright. So, when you cast a straight line. Alright. So you, find basically, a small vice, that they use. You start doing your magic.
Jedi mind trick on it.
It pulls up from the ground, hovers for a second, the rack there, and then blows through it, light speed. Straight through it. It does roll 3d8 for damage to the rack.
God, you could have backfired.
Yeah, you can take the rack.
3, 7, 15.
Alright. So it goes through, and knocks it out, makes a mess of everything. The entire place is incredibly difficult. As many spiky objects as you could possibly imagine in one small shop are now facing the pathway through it. Weirdly enough, they all are surrounding the Durgar without actually a single one actually going through them. The skeletal person needs to make a dexterity save, which they fail. Roll 3d8 damage.
3d8 on a level 1 spell.
4, 7, 11,
19. Alright. So, as this vice goes through the shop, it just kicks more and more debris out, just blasting through this skeleton. One of the things that I know from Matt Mercer, when you kill kind of a larger boss, he says, how do you want to do this? Meaning, how would you like this creature to die based on what you're doing? I'll do something similar, but given the entertainment nature of our group, it's your show.
La-di-di-da-da.
Red mist.
and pills against the wall.
Alright.
What I did
So-
for mine is that the dude started screaming to his other friends, like, come on, help, this Dragonborn's magic. He somehow impaled me, even though he's knocked out. So to scare the other dudes to make them run away. That's what I did.
So, as your catapult spell goes through and the vice shoots through this, it picks up just tons of these objects, these long pokey spears, and just projects them along with it. So great is the force, impaling it in multiple places until one finally, through its open mouth, buried into the back of the wall. This poor person's house now has a unique ornamental feature
Skeleton on the wall.
at the bench there.
Scarecrow.
keep away the customers.
So you
Anyway, so those of us that went, is that it? Those of us that went the regular way?
yes.
Now they're at us.
Hey,
where
these
we
guys
are.
are thoroughly impressed now.
No.
Now they're
guess
where
we
we
did
are.
We're on the main street.
You still saw it. We didn't see anything
You guys
you
do
did.
hear an immense clatter.
So you guys are with us.
Am I not blue?
She must have tripped over a pot. That must be it.
The big question is, I look down, is my skin blue?
What?
Oh, I see.
What do you mean?
I see. This is a new spell.
It is.
Why don't you roll a d20 for me? Thank you for the reminder.
I am nothing if I'm honest.
No.
15?
No. The winds of magic are tame. The baddening didn't happen this time.
The baddening.
Oh yeah, you're wild.
So, we can continue.
I
if you
walk
guys,
out and you see me go.
if you want.
Whew,
It's
I'm
11
not
o'clock.
lit.
I'm fine for another hour and
Let's
a half.
go.
2
Let's
hours.
get us to the lamp place. Or do we
Okay.
just walk to the lamp place?
So, well, you guys, walking along the main thoroughfare.
And he's going to the lamp place, and I'm like 3 steps behind him now. Just do-be-dee-do-be-do-be-do-be-do.
Hey, you better follow me, or else you're gonna be.
Wesley, he is following you.
I am following you.
Okay, good. Because
Okay.
Wesley, this child is
Wait,
stalking you.
Where are we on
I'm not a child.
Are we near the lamp?
You're not there.
You're not there, so you
I
can't
You
walk
are.
the
This is
rest
going to
of
be
the way.
occurring while all your stuff happened. Your stuff
Yep.
happened over the course of about 15 minutes. We're going back in time 15 minutes to cover their story. Since
Okay.
I didn't have the ability to be 2 places at once. So their story. You guys are walking around the main thoroughfare.
Mhm.
The splendor of Waterdeep around you. Vendors, stalls.
Man.
You turn around to walk backwards to start telling him to make sure that he
Okay.
follows you. Because that's how.
And I'm like, yeah, that's the plan.
Unless as you're walking backwards, you bump into someone.
You might want to watch out about that.
And as you turn around, you see a very
A
old,
skeleton. 2 gold pieces.
No, I'm in the same situation with only 2 people.
No, sorry, a very old.
human, male, long staff, long beard, wrinkled face, tells a story of many years, hard years scrounging for a living in this city.
So beggar or wizard?
Maybe? Could be a
Go away, old man. This one's mine.
Call him Mayor, call him
No,
Mayor.
this one's mine. I have to tell the stories.
So, and right as you turn around after you bump into each other, he looks up at you and grins, revealing the last few remaining teeth. He opens his mouth to speak, and all of a sudden someone grabs the back of his cloak, yanks him into the alleyway next to y'all.
The skeleton dude.
No. Look at... Save the old man.
No.
Why?
I go in and save the old man.
Okay.
I look to see why he's grabbing... Who's...
But
So
why
you-
are
Wes's character.
Are you sauntering, meandering?
I look around the corner. I don't want to get grabbed too.
I'll
I
go
mean, yeah,
with
he's...
you. I go with you because I have.
Now you're
fire
behind
breath.
me. Now you're behind me.
But I run in front of you.
Okay. So you turn the corner,
Uh-huh.
darkened alleyway. Imagine where the
Yeah.
best kidnapping spot you can think of in Waterdeep, right?
Uh-huh.
So you see someone dragging this old man along deeper into the alleyway.
Does the old man?
Go, get him.
Okay. Just fire breath first.
Wait, what does?
Off
is the
of
old man yelling
belly.
or something?
Oh, now it's Spider.
The old man
Jason.
is actually mostly just smiling still with his crooked, missing teeth smile.
Wait,
Missing two
after
smiles
I
as he drug along.
Well, he wants to use fire breath.
I use fire breath to light up the alleyway. Should I use the candle? I'll use the candle.
No,
Actually.
use your fire breath. Go with your gut.
Go with that instinct.
Okay. So.
Okay, so you run around the corner into the alleyway. You see this guy is probably 30 feet away from you, being drugged further in, deeper into the darker recesses. So you let out a big, your big fire breath, lighting up the entire alleyway, revealing to you guys not only someone dragging this another person, but about 10 feet in front of them, two people just kind of waiting for him.
Do they look like they have nefarious intent?
You can try to see just on their tent, but they are quite a bit further. They're about 40 feet, 50 feet away from you.
I say, release the old man!
Listen to you!
Or your dragon chow.
No.
I roll a 3 plus my intimidation, which is not very high.
They are not intimidated.
They are not intimidated.
Even with the Dragonborn.
Okay.
You and your dragon.
They're not city guard chasing this guy.
They
They're not.
They
They're
do
just
not appear to be
thugs.
city guard. No.
They
What you
probably, if they stop, I'll instantly run up to them and I'll be like, let him go or else I will use my fire breath on you.
I happen to know that fire breath can only be used once per day for Dragonborn.
Oh.
That is an empty threat, my friend. Now let us go
I
along
use
our
candle
business.
and then burn it.
That's scary.
I'll use my candle, light it on fire, then put it right in his face.
Get a handle,
And you
get
do
it.
see, poking out from behind the old man, dragging him, you see a shorter, stocky fella, big beard, obviously a dwarf of some kind, kind of wearing dress of like a merchant sailor type person, and he's dragging that old man over to a female tiefling of some sort, robes, horns sticking out. Do you know what a tiefling is, Wesley?
Half demon.
Demon chow.
Tieflings are regular people, like citizens, but they are half
Demon
demon, half human. So they have kind of like a devil's tail and horns, and might have like purple or blue skin.
Well, guess what?
What?
I use divine sense, so I can sense if anybody is around 60 feet in front of me.
Okay, so your divine sense, what does it say you can, is it as an
Is it
action?
detect evil?
It detects any person that's like evil.
You say a small prayer to Malil to guide your vision about the true intent of these folks. And the dwarf and the tiefling register as bad guys, evil, and the older gentleman does not. So you can still move. You can catch up to them.
There's 3 of them, you said?
No, there's the guy who got kidnapped,
Okay.
and then 2 others.
Okay.
Dwarf and tiefling.
Go ahead. Go nuts, kid. Take them out.
Yeah, I'll take them out.
So,
And I'm going to...
This is no business of yours. We just need to know what the numbers are for this week's lottery.
They're lying. Fisticuffs.
Yeah, I'll instantly grab on my phone. Hey, 911.
And as they say this, the old man's eyes kind of perk up and he starts just gibbering in just a language you do not know. You can make insight to see if you think they are lying.
Wait, what is the language?
You don't know it.
6 plus my insight.
If
Well,
it's-
no, hold up. My insight
Is
should be
it
pretty high.
Elvish?
Okay.
Is it Elvish?
You're pretty sure they're lying.
Yeah, they're lying.
Is it
6
Elvish?
plus what?
6 plus 4 is 10.
10? Yeah.
Is it
They're lying.
Elven? Because
It's
it's...
not Elven.
Wesley,
Oh.
attack. Go nuts.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
But-
Wesley,
So
Duke. Give him the double dukes.
What I'll do is instantly whip out my shield and sword and I'll be like, You better give him back or else I will.
Or else you'll what?
Kill you!
Alright.
Jeez.
Savage.
Roll
Savage
a
style.
intimidation.
Okay. 15.
If somebody comes in here, you're gonna seem like the bad guy.
Oh, plus 2 equals 17.
Okay. So they actually, the dwarf that was grabbing the guy lets go, and they start backing off. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just trying to have a little talk with old crazy man Cal here.
Alright, come on, old crazy man Cal, let's go.
And he's just jittering.
Is he acting actually nuts?
He does not seem to be all there. It's pretty obvious.
Alright, well, we go out to the main thoroughfare. And then you best be on your way. And then we go on.
So, alright,
And then we go to the lamp shop.
they let this happen. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Crazy old guy doesn't know anything. So, and as you come into the light of the alleyway, the older man's eyes come into focus briefly, and he seems to instantly shake, like, sober as a priest. He says, "The plans are afoot. The staff are ready. Their balance sheets are totaled, and their total is grim. They mean to bring the end of all things. You must seek the magic. Only you can stop them. Only you." Who? Where? Who are you again?
You.
I am Wesley, okay? I am
Wesley Dragonborn.
Wesley the Annihilator.
And if you're not stopping him, he kind of goes back into eyes glazed over again, toothy grin.
What evil do you speak?
And then it's just more unintelligible.
Alright, bye. Alright, off to the lamp, because the girls are gonna get there before us.
Alrighty. So, as you guys head towards, and girls, he is right. Your dalliance, you arrive after many trials and tribulations. You make it to the area described. Let me pull it up here real quick, sorry.
Wes. You know what?
So we don't need to bounce. I know it's exciting. You just intimidated a pair of folks.
Literally, they were grown-ups. I'm just a little
You're
kid
just a little dragonborn.
Yeah.
with a sword.
A little old dragon. You walked into an alleyway and set it entirely on fire.
Well, you
And
set it
then-
on fire. There's no, like, a small gout of flame to illuminate.
It's like
It's just a
15
small.
feet.
It's just a small couch of flame. Lights up the whole entire alleyway.
So,
It's just a small little flame. It's nothing to worry about.
alright.
You're lucky he doesn't have the gas attack.
Oh,
The gas attack comes out the other end.
Yeah, lift your tail for that one.
no.
So, Rowan, Nora, and don't tell me, Pressure.
Yes.
You guys arrive. The Jolly's Lamp Emporium is a fairly ramshackle shop in the middle of a lot of other just ramshackle shops. You see next door the collapsed warehouse. People are kind of milling around. You see a guard, 3 guards that are kind of keeping people away from the warehouse. And you can see that like part of the wall is caved in and the floor has sunk. And they seem to be keeping people kind of curious onlookers from just basically doing stupid things. You know, move along, move along. This isn't the hole you're looking for. Type thing. So,
I'm just intimidated.
there does seem to be a very drunk halfling walking down the road.
Hey, everybody!
Everybody.
Wait, do we meet up there? Are we there? Or
So,
they not
what
there
would you
yet?
like to do? They aren't there yet. The Dragonborn So Wesley and Gary are not there yet, although you don't know Gary's name. You don't even know he's actually following you. You don't even actually know where Wesley is anymore.
He can hold his own.
You guys didn't actually talk about meeting up or anything. But you do kind of have the general same basic idea of what you want to do.
Well, don't we need to buy a lantern for the Dragonborn and the old man because they can't see in the dark?
You don't know that the old
I
man's
can't
there either. You don't know that the old man's there.
Yeah, you can.
Mom.
You're close, right?
That's how I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you can see.
What else can see in the dark? You have dark vision.
Mom, you don't know that the old man's there.
Oh, that's
You didn't know he's following.
Yeah,
He follows us on the cart.
Yes,
but you
but you don't know that he's still following.
Like.
Well, I'm assuming he is.
I think this one looks better, but
We still
it's
need
your
to-
call. It's your character.
We still need to get let's get a
this is
lantern
how it
for
looks like before.
Wesley.
Okay, so you guys want to enter into Jolly's Lamp Emporium?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I want one that's easily shut
Oh,
up.
there's a mini.
So you guys enter into the shop. It says kind of a rundown shop as you enter. Little bell ding 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 opens up, and you see the shop is quite dusty. There are several shelves. There's actually like 5 rows of shelves, and 1 lantern on each one.
So there's 5 lanterns in here.
There are 5. And you see a male half-orc behind the counter say, "What do you guys want?"
A lantern?
Oi.
Isn't there like a sinkhole?
Yeah.
I'm not saying
You're
that.
not there, I
I'm
know.
just saying.
What do you guys want?
A
Lantern?
lantern?
We got lanterns.
Got one that shutters for you?
Pick up the lantern.
Do you
They're,
have one that doesn't go out easily?
maybe?
Do you
I
have
don't know, look. So, you guys look.
Yeah.
You find one kind of matches the description you're looking for. It's not broken or anything like that, but
Is there-
it's dusty and a little bit tarnished.
Is there one
The oil that
can...
was in it has kind of turned into a thick sludge. You could probably clean it out and put more oil and a wick in it.
Do you have more oil?
It might even light. Do I have oil? Oi! Feather! Do we have any oil? So, and a young half-elf comes out of the back room and says, "Gee, I don't know, boss. I'll go look." She heads back and back.
How much?
You guys aren't going to be here long, right? I've got business.
We're probably going to be here for a while. Longer than you might expect.
50 silver for that.
That seems way overpriced.
That's like 5 gold.
50 silver? Oh,
Yeah.
That's 5 gold.
yeah.
If I was there, I'll pay it
Very
off
good.
easily.
That's how they get you,
That's-
man.
45 silver.
How about
5 silver
this?
for that.
I pick up a piece of wood. I
You're not
assume I'm there
here.
now. Am I there now?
So you guys approach, you see the same thing,
Yeah.
warehouse, Jolly's Lamp Emporium.
I see them in.
I just
You see
run
them just entering as
inside.
they,
I'm like,
I just
Leslie, over there.
okay.
So we
Okay,
go in there,
I'll
and
pay
I
off.
hear them haggling.
yeah, you
I'll
hear
pay it off. I'll pay it off.
No.
I pick up a piece of driftwood. Poof! Bursts into flame. How about that? Free. You don't need to give these men many money. That's how they get you. Let's go.
He picks up a piece of driftwood, bites it in half.
Him?
The half-orc,
Rock on.
Jolly.
Get out of my dice.
Great.
I'm not taking it.
Well,
All
guess what?
I bet you.
I pick up the.
I'm going to put your hand off.
No, I've got a torch. Let's go, guys.
I need
Why do you get
I need a big rest. I need a big rest so I can teach them a lesson not to mess with me.
Come on, Wes.
With my
Let's go. We
phone.
got business to attend
Wait,
to.
can we say what we did with them and then
So, are you buying the lamp or not?
I'm
buying it.
You don't buy a
Wes,
lamp.
Don't buy the lamp. We don't need it.
Wait.
Don't need it.
We have
Can't use it
candles.
without oil.
You're buying the lamp?
No.
And it costs way much more than what you're than what it's supposed to.
Your
Sit.
Dragonborn does know the value of lamps, and it is ridiculously high.
How high is it?
I'm going
It's
to
just
know
4 times more expensive than it
Wesley,
needs
not
to be.
this dude, but Wesley, what happened?
And this is an old tarnished lamp.
Just because you
then I'm
can
not
do
gonna buy
something.
it.
So let's not think about.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
not
think
gonna
about
buy
what
it.
your
then.
characters, the Dragonborn, will think
No.
about for this.
Just
What
because
would
you
they think?
can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
I do have candles, so it should be good.
You also,
I've got a torch lit. Let's go.
You have the light spells and cantrip.
I have a
I also got
candle.
produce flame.
You're fine.
Your light spells, or someone
It's
has
not.
light
It's
spells.
not.
You don't know what he has, though. You don't
You know
enter that into your decision. So do you buy the lamp? Do you buy a lamp?
No, I already
What are
have
you doing?
candles.
I am telling Wesley what happened.
So,
You guys talk a lot. Are we going? Are you all here for a reason?
Wesley and
My reason is
Rowan,
your business.
please roll insight.
What is that for?
That is going to kind of give you a clue about someone's intentions.
19.
19. You notice as the person who was called out as Feather, the half elf, comes back from the back room, seems to be favoring a shoulder and maybe even limping a bit.
Was she limping before?
But she seems to be hiding it, trying to hide it.
Was they within?
Was she limping
Oh
before?
wait,
It's just kind of watching her. You don't.
Okay,
You're not
it's
sure.
not
Maybe
that I noticed.
she just popped her head out briefly, and now she's actually walked into the room. You notice this. They said she's trying to hide it, obviously, but he notices. He knows it. You don't actually know.
I got
Okay, well, what's your 10 plus what?
14.
14 total?
you just assumed that's how hot. That you just assumed that's
Yeah.
how half.
You can tell that they're suffering, but you don't know that they're trying to hide it. He actually does determine. I think she's trying to give away quite how badly she's been injured.
You tell us.
Do you tell them? They don't know any of this information.
We don't know this. You have to. Tell
Oh,
us.
I'll tell you guys that he's just limping a lot. And I don't know why. Wait, I do know why. It's because he's suffering a little, but he's trying to hide that.
Oh golly, miss, did you trip over a box while trying to fetch that oil?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I've done.
It's funny, I didn't hear a crash.
I got a 19 on insight to realize that Emily's wounded.
Yeah, you would know that naturally. You
Wait,
can see
Emily's
the
wounded?
slice. So are you, Renee.
Oh,
So are you.
my gosh!
Healing.
Wait, can I do?
And you have the
Anyone
arrow stuck
that-
in your side, and I have a clutch.
Well, I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
What would you like to do now that
No, don't
with
pull
her
it
wounds?
I'm gonna heal her.
If you
Okay.
go and take your blood and
How are
die
you
from
doing
blood
still?
loss.
Or
Well,
you grow
since she wants to
inside
do
my
this
head.
whole stranger danger thing, I'm gonna drop a healing word on her.
Okay.
Which is a healing word is 1d4 plus 2.
And I'll probably do a lay on hands.
Emily,
Actually,
Roll
no,
perception.
yeah, I'll let Wesley do his lay on hands.
okay.
For who is?
So you walk up to Emily to touch her?
Uh-huh.
Do you tell her anything, or are you just gonna grab her?
I tell her you're gonna be safe. And you just lay on hand. Wait, Emily, how much do you have? Ooh, 5. I'm gonna heal
I need
3.
Okay, so
I
he
have
heals
8.
3 hit points from you, so you have 2 left. You were rested after the other group, so you have 2 left of your 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So as long as you know this, you can make it up.
8.
She's got a crossbow in her too.
Yeah.
She does have a crossbow bolt in her.
Wes, do your thing.
You don't actually know what happened to them.
I also can.
I told Wesley.
Look, all you know is they got on public transport.
Okay. Okay, I used all mine.
I'm
and
obviously
I,
not part of the party.
I also healed you, Renee. 2 hit points.
She says,
You. How much?
yes, you did.
Okay.
Wait, I have to make her full of yourself.
Well, I healed you 2 hit points. Now,
Look, little gnomeses don't need to be poking their noses where the gnomeses don't need to be poking their noses. Go ahead and cast your spell. Who's your target?
Feather.
Feather. Okay.
If you need help, then twice.
What's it take to get you to leave? How many blinks is that? She says it telepathically.
2.
Alright, we leave. I leave. I don't stay where I'm not wanted.
You don't hear me, you just see her blink.
This is telepathic. She casted a
Sorry,
message. It's telepathic. Yeah.
I'm metagaming, I'm sorry.
You're alright.
Sitting in the back.
You're fine.
Okay, so I need a rest
Hold on.
to heal up myself.
Resting takes at least an hour of not doing anything. You're not going to just sit there and take a nap in a shop. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So,
What time is it?
it is
Did they
not
have a
quite
clock?
dusk.
11:30.
It's getting to that
So,
point.
yeah, you got another couple hours though. You guys, since you took your shortcut, even though you got waylaid a bit.
I don't know why I'm staying up
Well-
this long.
We heard of something about a sinkhole. We're here to investigate the sinkhole.
It's over at the warehouse.
Where's the warehouse?
You saw it as you were coming in. It's
Oh.
right next door.
So,
So, there's a Jelly's Emporium warehouse with a big gaping hole in it.
And
And 3
we
guards.
were hired by the.
There's a tavern.
We're a third party hired by the guards.
We need a place to sleep.
All
We're not
official.
gonna do the thing.
Sounds
Third
like-
party of a third
You
party
still haven't
hired by the guard.
You still
But
haven't.
Wesley healed me.
Yeah.
You know how they always
2
like
health.
to have the
Oh, 2
everything
points?
rolled down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a
2
dummy.
points. I healed you
So-
2
Are you
points,
trying
but now I
to
have
I
no
don't
more
hate her
points
anyway,
for lay on
conversation?
hands.
Healing.
I let them know that we're part of the official investigation, and I don't want them to interfere with
I
us.
want to make a
Renee,
If that
I
is-
cannot heal you
Sounds like,
anymore. I
not
cannot
my
heal you
kind of party.
anymore.
That's perfectly fine.
And Emily, I cannot heal you
I'm
anymore.
going to ask Emily if
You
she.
can ask Emily, she's right there.
Oh.
Ask her.
Nova, would
Emily
you
Payton.
like to
I-
search a tavern?
No. I
To
already
find a
said
tavern with me so we have somewhere to stay, because we
You
are
have
not
somewhere to
going
stay.
to.
You've
have
been in
somewhere to
Waterdeep
stay.
for a long time.
Oh.
You're fine.
Okay, we have a house.
You currently
I
have
already said no.
the Lamp Emporium. Are you guys leaving, going, staying?
Let's go to the warehouse.
You
Let's
wanna
check
spend
out
more
the
time in
damage and
Jolly's
then we'll
Lamp
go.
Emporium?
This is the worst lamp emporium I've ever seen. This is the only lamp emporium I've ever seen. It's still the worst lamp emporium I've ever seen.
Yeah?
Uncle Lampy would be disappointed.
You're the worst short thing I've ever seen, says the half-orc.
Wait, are they talking?
But you're really short, so you're good at being short thing. So you're the best short
Thank
thing.
you. Yes, this is still the worst oil shop, lamp shop.
Like
Yes, you're right. Squeakity squeak, squeak it.
Squeak, squeak.
Wait,
So-
Wait.
this is an open conversation.
Oh.
Did you ever want to heal someone? Gary, did you get that off? Did you want to?
No, I left it for him.
Okay, so
I
that's the thing.
healed.
still
Is Feather
low.
obviously wounded?
She looks like she's been through some stuff.
Healing word her as we leave.
Okay.
We did nothing. Illuminati.
Wait.
Are you hiding it or
I'm just saying healing word when I leave. It is a word that causes the ability to heal.
there's a verbal and somatic.
It's verbal.
Oh, is it
Period.
only verbal?
Only
Yeah.
verbal. It's literally word.
Word.
It could be song lyrics.
Bird up.
And as soon as I find one of my D4s, I'll be rolling it.
Okay.
Where is Adam?
Where's the D4?
Sorry, you.
D4 is the pokey one.
Leslie,
No, I'm here. I got one here.
He
in
doesn't
mind.
need it. He's fine.
Leslie, come here.
It's the pyramid.
Snuck me back into word girl days.
Huh?
Is this the skin
Word
tone you
girl
have?
days.
Oh.
Huh? Is this the skin
You don't
tone
want to
you
do
have?
word
Oh, Word Girl and
And the monkey,
Yeah, that.
Mr.
that was Eric Andre.
4 points.
4 points. All right, so she straightens up a bit,
Well, the pants
seems
need
like,
to be
a lot of her
white as
limp
well
is,
because chainmail.
cleared up, just from just a brief bit. Her eyes kind of open up, and she stares at you for a moment.
She stares at my back because I'm leaving.
Kind of shakes her head. So, all right, so you guys exit the shop. Next to you is the warehouse. You see 3 guards there. So, do you approach?
Yes. No.
Yes, I
An
do.
officially sanctioned mission.
All
We
right.
have nothing to fear from the guards.
So you see, the 3 guards are a female elf. Looks pretty gruff and grizzled. Been here for a while. A male furbolg, which is kind of like a half.
Giant?
Kind of like a half giant, half person, tall.
Hagrid.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then along with them is another halfling guard. So quite the
Small,
trio.
medium, and large.
Yep. So, in fact,
Small.
Medium, large.
so
Still small.
since we're here,
You're small boy.
I don't.
Boy.
You're
I
small
have that
girl.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm not gonna roll your dice.
Oh.
You don't want him to roll your dice.
Okay.
You'll roll all the luck right out of them.
Is that the fish? Is that the
that
phoenix?
is. So that's the warehouse with the hole in it. In front of it are the 3 guards. A little bit of tape and all that to kind of keep the lookers away. And I actually have a picture.
Move along, move along.
If I can find it.
Move along. I'm gonna see here, folks. It's
Ain't you never see a hole in the ground?
Hey,
I haven't seen a hole for vote coming out.
I don't know if this is natural or if someone just wanted to go mining. And the number 1 rule is never dig straight down.
Well, guess what?
But
Mother Nature doesn't care about Minecraft's rules.
Who's to
Mother
say
Nature
that
just
the
break
earthquake
down.
was natural?
Oh, Wesley, have you told me about the people that
Have
were
I
doing
caused
stuff to
earthquakes
the old
before?
man?
have you caused earthquakes?
Have I caused earthquakes before?
I don't know.
Oh, I have caused lots of
You
So-
caused the earthquake and the anthill.
As you approach,
Oh, I have
the
a war
captain,
one.
who is the female elf,
Comes like
speaks to you.
grayish.
Took you long enough. Alright, let's get this done so we can get on with our lives. And as she does, she pulls a scroll from a leather pack, squints at the writing. Alright, which one of you is Osgood the Ugly?
I am.
Can I ask?
Alright, I need you to sign right here. God, with the new Mass Lords, it's just nothing but paperwork and signatures. Alright.
Wait, can I ask the security guard if any other group has been here?
No, why would any other group be
We've
here?
got Osgood the Ugly
I'm
here.
talking to you.
Are you Carlet the Squeaky Wickle?
No, that's her.
Oh, okay, you're Carlet. Alright, which one of you is Great Wall Mall McTickleton?
Right here.
Alright, McTickleton. Alright, Lord Pompey Fugglestruck.
Right here.
Alright,
Lady, there seems to be a typo with that.
oh,
Lady.
Lady. It's
Big
Lady
little fu-
Pompey. Oh,
big-
God.
Alright.
Alright.
I just do X's. X,
Alright.
X, X, X. Let's go.
Alright, so Osgood the Ugly, Carlet the Squeaky Wickle, Great Mall McTickleton, Lady Pompey Fugglestruck, and finally Fippin Skibberjaw. Alright, all accounted for and reported for duty. You guys know what is expected of you, right?
Right.
Right.
Go in,
Yes.
secure the.
Figure out the fate of the guards who disappeared in there and come back out.
Alright, so we've determined that this building is structurally sound. The floor is opened. We're just making sure someone doesn't fall or do something stupid, or make sure that they don't collapse the building on top of you. We'll make sure you're safe up here. You just go in there and do your job.
Alright,
So we know there's some tunnels underneath.
go on, Great Wall.
We don't know how long they've been there or where they came from, but they seem to have been unveiled with this happenstance. So, and remember, the fine print. You only get the contract signed if the investigators that follow you don't get hurt. So you're clearing out the bad guys, Then the people with the picture or with the magnifying glasses are going to pick through things with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay.
Fine-tooth comb.
Gotcha.
You guys are to clear out everything that you can have access to make sure that our fine investigators and the magistrates find the redcoats.
Gotcha.
Is there-
Not so much.
Stop
as gonna hang
talking,
out.
Great Wall. Go in there. We'll be right behind you.
Is there any? Stop!
Before I go in,
Is there
I
any
just
fire
remembered I
or
got a
lava
scroll.
there?
There's neither fire. The only fire is the fire that we're bringing in.
Look at
Oh.
the school.
Okay.
Okay,
Unless
so
you
I
don't know.
can't use damage resistance because that's for fire
that's why I mentioned
damage.
it.
All right, let's roll.
take a
Don't go in yet. Don't
Quick
go in
look,
Uh-huh.
and it's like basically branded on it that this is a scroll of Jim's dark magic, or Jim's magic missile.
Ah.
So you can cast it as a first level spell, or someone can transcribe it to their spell book. They can possibly do so upon the scroll rules and all that stuff.
Wait, what is the
Jim's magic missile has a unique spell component called royalty.
Does that mean I need to sacrifice royalty?
Leslie?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Lady Tickle-Snuck. You
Ow!
together
My
cast this
foot!
spell.
Sorry.
All right, let's go.
Alright. So you head on in. What would you like as your order? Who's going in first? You're basically entering into this deep dark hole. There is a rope
am.
that they tie.
Sacrifice.
The rope seems
No.
pretty secure.
I am.
Sacrifice.
I'll go right. I'll go second.
Alright. So Wesley is first. Gary's second. Who's next? Alright.
Mom, you're on top. Because you're the swordist.
I'll be in the middle.
Alright. So
Bink, bink.
No, you're on
Can I
top.
hop on top of Wesley's
No,
shoulders?
be on top so that way if you
You can.
fall,
if he
someone
lets
can
you,
catch
but he's
you,
a person.
if somebody else falls on you.
Can I hop on top of your shoulders?
So you want me to go
I
last?
can fly.
Yeah.
Because dragons
You don't have. You don't have.
Wesley,
No,
you don't have wings.
I know. I
You
know.
can
If somebody
fall
falls
with
on you,
style.
it's not going to
Yeah.
be very friendly.
Can I hop on top of your
All right,
shoulders?
come on, guys. Push it together.
Alrighty. What order?
I go first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
Gee, we're sitting in the order.
She's.
I'm going last.
She's going
Yeah,
last
that
because
works out.
she's short, and if she falls, she's going to get trampled.
Okay. So we have.
All right, it is 15 minutes to midnight and a good time to end.
That's where I was headed. So Wesley first, then who?
Mike,
Then Gary.
Mary, Pressure,
Pressure.
Nora.
This is just for us to remember.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
so
then Rowan.
Rowan's in the back.
Yep.
All right. So there you are, and with that, we shall end our session. Our session 0.
I'm giving you my character sheet so we can all stay here.
I am going to also give you said character sheet.
Do I have a ferret now?
For a while. Alrighty. Well, again, I'd like to thank anyone who's joined us.
Wait,
or
the
watches
ferret
this
should-
in the future. So appreciate it, and look for us coming
Wait, I know how
for
the talk
live streams
starts.
and future events. We'll try to keep people updated.